Are we live? Is this happening?
We in?
I think we're live. We're live.
Jeez.
Welcome
What is
to
this?
Blackwater D&D, where we ask the question, what if?
Oh.
This
X-Men
started.
intro?
Thank you all for the resubs. This started
if we were all
as
X-Men?
a noodle
Exactly.
in my brain that Sean and I talked about in the stream drive when we did the episode of Chatwater in December, and it has lived rent-free in my head ever since. And so it's my birthday tomorrow, so we are doing a one-shot tonight instead of our regular campaign. So this, and yes, it was inspired absolutely by the wonderful James Ann Lovely in chat. So please give this wonderful human a thank you for this as well. And also there is art of my character in the break scroll. Okay, so we're going to do some very quick announcements, and then we're going to figure out who everyone is tonight. We've got a new intro. It's going to be great. I just want to play some good D&D with my friends for my birthday. As the world moves steadily forward, please consider donating to reputable organizations to help those fleeing and fighting against terror, war, and oppression. Type !action to find links in the chat. A big thank you to our sponsors, Legendcraft and Nerdy Woodworking Company from Calgary, and check them out if anything tickles your fancy. Enter the code Blackwater at checkout for a discount. We're also proud to be sponsored by Sirenscape because epic games require epic sound. We also have two amazing partners. The first is Legend Keeper. They are an ultimate world-building tool created by DMs for DMs. You can use it to create comprehensive wikis and atlases, share specific places with your players, but with its private by default nature, and allow for real-time collaboration. Tim and I are working on getting stuff rolling with Legend Keeper. They're a very small group of creators from Canada and the US. We love them very much. And so we are very fortunate to be partnering with them. We have also completed our partnership campaign with the wonderful folks over at Kobold Press, which was happening on Sundays, bringing the end to our Margrave campaign, The Rotting Heart. It was a very satisfying conclusion that was left open potentially for a cliffhanger as we go off as these wonderful characters to potentially go onward with their adventures. You can catch all the episodes on Kobold Press's YouTube, and we are excited to continue a partnership with them down the line when they have us back. Love is always to our dice goddess Keisha and our campaign artist Tiana. You can find them on their respective Instagrams in the chat links there. And we have a merch, we have Discord, we have YouTube. Go do those things right now. A big thank you to all of you who subscribe to us. Don't forget to re-up your subscriptions as they don't roll over to every month. You can also sub with your Amazon Prime, one free for Twitch a month, and you should give it to us because it's my birthday tomorrow. So that's great. And there's a lot of May birthdays here for Blackwater. So yeah, we're also just really thankful to have you here showing up week after week. We love you, and it's awesome. Before I jump into our programming this week, Len, what are you doing on your channel?
Stuff. Probably.
Yeah.
I've been struggling to balance work and streaming. So I'm definitely going to stream tomorrow at probably around 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then hopefully on Tuesday and Thursday. Hopefully.
Amazing. Lennon is shouted out in the chat. You should go follow their stream. Adam, what are you doing streaming this week?
Monday, we're going to do a Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to do the usual just chatting in Australia stream. And then I might... No. Yeah, it's probably going to be that is everything this week, because when I normally would be streaming on Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that'd be Friday morning for me. And that's the day my brother's getting married. So I'll be busy. I'm in the wedding party. So there's a lot to go on. I think apparently we're playing golf.
Stream the wedding?
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh,
I am going to film parts of the wedding for content later, but I can't stream the wedding. It's too much internet, but I will be filming parts.
Also, we're at a level 2 hype train already, so thank you, folks.
Let's go.
Cody, you also stream. What are you doing on your stream this week?
Hi, I do also stream. My name is Cody, and on Monday, I'll be playing maybe Alien Isolation or some other spooky game. We'll see. It's gonna be. I miss getting scared, and so, you know. Yeah,
play a game that isn't chess or GeoGuessr, so that you can't get better at it, so that you can't beat me, so that your name doesn't get tattooed on my ass.
Oh well, that's gonna happen. So I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know about that.
Amazing. Well, please go follow all of these wonderful folks for scheduling for us. As you may have seen on our socials, the Raging Bulls Saga will be postponed to the second Wednesday in June. when Adam is back from Australia, and we will be starting that one, and it will be myself, Adam in the DM seat, myself, Cody, and Eric joining us again as 3 Minotaur Barbarians, just trying to get the job done, with myself as Jersey, Cody as Oleander, and Eric premiering as Veal the Young. So please come hang out with us. It's going to be a delightfully good time. However, our Exalted, our new Tier 4 campaign in canon is set to premiere on a new day, May 25th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, rather than May 18th. This campaign is utilizing the Uncaged Goddesses anthology, and if you want to learn more about what those are, I did a wonderful interview with the creators, I smooshed their names together, Gwen and Jess. Please check on over to our YouTube, and you can go check that out. We have art previews that have come in for all the characters. I have seen them, and I'm so excited about them. This campaign will feature myself in the DM seat with Adam, Len, Cody, and Pond, and some special guests along the way. Tim and I have been working on expanding the Pantheon, and I want to say a big thanks to you folks in the community who have been hanging out with me on Discord and helping expand our Pantheon. You have been so helpful, and I'm going to be trying to stream it. I think I have it ready to go. I think I have my OBS, my other computer ready to go, so hopefully we'll be able to stream some of that world building. And now with the extra week, we can do a little bit extra world building. That's a good time. So yeah, we're going to be tweaking the adventures of Uncaged Goddesses to fit within our within the world. It's going to take place in Blackwater's the Terrace ancient history, and it's going to introduce you to a lot of the gods. You will be meeting likely in campaign 2, and maybe one of them that you might be meeting tonight for the first time as you meet this cast of new characters. And we are so excited to continually bring you new good D&D content, and thank you so much for loving us along the way. So lastly, whether you are new with us tonight or you have been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. We love you immensely. Thank you so much for hanging out at our table. We hope you feel super welcome here. It's pirate time, baby. Cody, roll the clip.
Watching Cody struggle with his mustaches brings me joy.
You're welcome. Clip time.
Holy crap. We're back. Tim, take it away.
So, as the good ship Blackwater sails towards the golden sands of the city of Bakal, the bustling harbor awaits you. You feel the wind in your hair as you all look around at your shipmates as the sun is getting fairly low in the sky. It's a beautiful sunset across this beautiful, beautiful blue sea. You look to each other, smiling, having just finished a large job set to meet your contact in the harbor for what promises to be a lucrative contract. You look at each other, and Em, why don't we start with you? You want to go ahead and describe what you look like?
All right, so you see scampering down the rigging from the crow's nest, a blue tiefling woman who looks to be probably around the equivalent of 30. Her hair is ginormous. She just has a bunch of like ink black floating curls. And you see she is not tattooed. at all. She's wearing a brown leather jacket over breeches with a kind of gray tunic. She has 2 rapiers, one on each hip, and she has an amulet hanging from one of her pouches that looks to be a skull of some kind, crusted in black and gold. She has a twinkle in her eye and a wicked smile on it, and you would know this to be Penny Iliad, the swashbuckling rogue.
All right, and how about over to you, Adam? Do you want to go ahead and describe your character?
Yes. You would see a young man, 16, 17, sun-tanned skin, kind of like mediumly length, almost like shoulder length, brown hair, with a pristine white shirt that's kind of open ways down, billowing in the wind, and pretty standard like calfskin breeches with like knee-high boots. He's holding a golden shod staff that seems to have like kind of intricate carvings of like ships and sails and wind carved into it. On his wrists, you see kind of jangling these like little crystal braces, and then in his left hand he holds a shield that is also kind of embossed with ship iconography and stuff like that. As he kind of looks into the wind and laughs a little bit.
All right. And
this is Finin. I realized this is Finin. It's still Finin.
Also, thank you so much, Carrie and Comfort, for the raid. Welcome, Carrie and Comfort. Thanks for coming in.
And how about over to you, Sean?
So, milling about the ship, not doing much, just really enjoying the sail. You see a lean minotaur, about 5'10", which is kind of short for a minotaur. Slender build, just wearing like no shirt, just like a really like loose kind of half toga, just kind of draped around his waist. Across his back is just like a big wooden shield that seems to like catch the light. It just seems to sparkle, just like a little. It just has like a little bit of that iridescence of like a almost like a beetle thing, and it looks like one big like daisy. It's a round shield that looks like a big wooden flower. His bangs just absolutely caught in his face, and just beneath them you notice his large, beautiful septum piercing. This is Florus Fronius. Phronesis. Florus Phronesis.
Amazing.
Change my name so y'all can tackle that.
And
change your name from Adam Lucas.
Oh, and what is he, Sean?
That has yet to be discovered.
Okay.
Around the ship you see a woman around her like mid-20s. I'd say she's strong. She looks really strong. She has really long bright white hair, and her eyes are like glowing like a blue, like a stormy blue. She's draped in a bunch of fabrics that are all like dark grays or blue, kind of like a storm would be. And she has a halo above her head, and she's decked out with her staff, and she's walking around, and that is Calliope, as you know, would be the daughter of, what's her name again? I'm so sorry.
No,
Callista.
All right. And
I just clued into what Cody is, and I'm annoyed.
You see near the front of the ship, you see a man almost not moving, a mountain of a man. in complete black plate armor that doesn't seem to shine in the light at all. You see a big red beard cut square, a scar around his neck, bald head shaved, glistening in the sun, tattoos coming over the top with a hawk's beak coming down almost like a widow's peak. He stares at the horizon, unmoving. On his back, a massive shield and a massive greatsword. You see Khale, the Shadow of Nyxal.
Whoa. All right, and finally, Cody.
Son of a bitch.
Stealing my moment. Standing at the helm of the ship, you see a man looking like this. A bit shorter, as a large black cape covers most of his body. You don't see many things underneath, except for when the wind ruffles it a little bit and you see a white underside of the cape. You see the tip of what could be a rapier. And when he walks, while you don't hear any, or you don't see any instruments, you hear some things that could jingle or jangle underneath, making sure that the rest of his crew is safe. You see Cotus Brundle, human Glamour Bard.
Fucking
Cotus
terrorist.
Brundle.
Captain Cotus.
Captain Cotus Brundle. Excuse me.
Captain Brundle, absolutely.
That does make sense that we in this universe
Cotus,
we
you
all
work
serve
for
Cotus.
Amazing.
Oh, when he offered that up, I was so on board. So, as the wind kind of rips through over the boat, your ship arrives just as the sun is setting in the bustling harbor of Bakal, and you can see ships from all over in this busy port. You see ships from the Eleusinian Empire, trade frigates from Cinderplume, and of course, the Wolfrich Dynasty glitter barges. You also see a little ways in from the harbor on kind of shorter, what looks like a repurposed lighthouse. You can see several sky ships, smaller, but you can see they bear a symbol of what looks like almost like a boot with a half cog that kind of covers the back. As you head in and park your ship, and you see some of the dock workers come over and anchor it in, you know that you're looking for your harbor contact, the man who provides you with many of your contracts these days, Dag Stoneass. As you all step off the boat and head in through the harbor, you kind of get to the water's edge, and you hear that kind of familiar voice. Well, welcome back. How have you
Hello,
been?
Dag.
How have you all been?
It's nice to see you. How have you been? We're
good to
good.
see
We're
you,
good.
Penny.
Wet, but good.
Of course. Well, I've got a big one for you.
How big?
I mean, this may be the biggest contract I've landed. Do you want to, the contact wants to remain, anonymous. So, if you could all come with me.
Sure, where prying eyes can't see or hear.
Exactly. He's set up at Leroy's, because nobody goes there.
All right. There better be a big bit of coin attached to it if he's wanting to be all secretive about
I
it.
think it will be. All right, this way.
We've worked with Dag before, correct?
Oh yeah. You've worked with.
Have we ever had to
many
do?
times.
We trust Dag. We trust Dag.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Dag was kind of your first, one of the first people in Dresden when you first arrived, who kind of set you up with some work, and has kind of had like an ongoing relationship of like he's pretty well connected. He runs a tavern, and kind of has he has his fingers on the pulse of a lot of various kinds of business.
Sorry, is this Dresden or Bakal?
Sorry, in Bakal.
Bakal. Okay.
And he's pretty well connected, and and rolls with a whole, like, he's comfortable in a lot of different circles.
Cool.
Now, Tim, you mentioned the glitter barges. Are there any glitter guard nearby?
You would see, yeah, there are some kind of offloading one of the glitter barges.
Finn kind of brushes his hair forward a little bit and like, kind of tries to duck his head a little bit, trying not to catch any attention of them.
As you pass down the harbor, like as you're heading down the harbor toward Leroy's, which you know is a total dive bar, you pass by that repurposed lighthouse. And you can see some of the soldiers that have kind of come off of there. You can see they all look to be gnomish. However, you do see, like, as you're kind of about to pass, you watch as like a bunch of them kind of like file out and kind of form a line. And you can see they all have these strange kind of weapons they're all holding that look kind of L-shaped. And they're all kind of holding them at the ready. They're pointing down at the moment, but you can see they all kind of have the same kind of blue crystal in them. And they kind of put up their hand as you watch a female gnome comes down, and you can see she's like decked out in like really beautiful like finery. And you can see it's decorated with like, it's almost like a pantsuit, but it's decorated with like really intense embroidery of like very intricate kind of like cog work. And you see kind of striding next to her, and you can see she has like a crown on her head that is like got like kind of like a half cog that kind of comes up the front with kind of a large blue crystal in the center. And you see kind of standing next to her, sort of escorting her, as they kind of head around, like it looks like they're going toward the palace. A tall human man, you can see kind of rugged beard. He's carrying a fairly large spear and like decked out fully in tattoos. And you can see parts of his body, like his shoulder, around his heart, and some of his arm almost look to be mechanical, like they've been replaced with kind of mechanical parts. And you see like he kind of comes around and escorts her past as they all kind of file around her.
Do we know who these people are, if they're mainstay figures in the city?
You haven't seen.
Do I know who these
before.
people are?
You can make a history check.
I'm so good at
Tim, could I do that as well?
Sure. Yep.
13.
Also, for the folks at home,
25.
we are level 9
25.
This evening.
Level 9.
Level 9 tonight.
So 13, you're not sure. With a 25, you've heard rumors. There was rumors of an uprising and a gnomish civilization, like a gnomish civilization that has kind of come into being. And you've heard rumors that they found like an ancient city and have kind of adopted its aesthetic and have found some kind of weapon. You don't really know, but it kind of propelled them onto the scene in Wolfar. You know them as new, like they have been calling themselves like New Carricks. And they were kind of a thorn in the Wolfrich dynasty's side, but they've sort of established themselves now, and because it's like the Illustrians kind of have the western, kind of the southwestern part of Wolfar, and the Wolfrich dynasty is kind of most everything else, but it seems like they've set up kind of in the north. And you have heard that they're led by a Grand Empress, Nissa Timbers. And she's got a personal guard who is, you've heard, because they've had some skirmishes, he's apparently very fierce on the battlefield, and pretty ruthless. And they call him Torin. And you watch as they kind of head around toward the palace. As you continue on over to Leroy's, you can see the door to Leroy's that like leads down into kind of a cellar. You can see is like a giant like mouth kind of decked out with these like large demonic eyes and like horns that kind of come up around the side. It's very gaudy and tacky. But you head down into Leroy's. And Leroy, he's kind of a figure in town. He owns the tavern, and he is always like, his whole thing is that he's like the house band. And you kind of come in and you hear that familiar sound of, he's got some kind of metal guitar that he plays as you kind of come down into this dingy, gross tavern. And you can see there's like a handful of people around as like he's just like wailing away. And you can see he's a large guy, like wild hair and piercings. And he's just like jamming out. And Dag kind of leads you through, and he's like, do anything at the bar before we sit down? I think Todd's working.
Of course. I'll buy this round. So Penny goes over. Wow, that's gonna be hard. I'm gonna go over to the bar and I'm gonna buy a round for my friends.
Yeah, and you see the bartender Tad kind of like, hey, how's it going? He kind of fills you up, hands it all over. Hey,
how are you?
No, I'm good. So it's all right.
How much for the drinks?
It's 5 gold. Yeah.
I put down 7.
Okay.
Some things don't change.
And then I give him a wink and I take my drinks and balancing them. I balance them. I take them all back. Like I just carry them back to the bar.
All right. So you head towards the back of the bar, and you can see there is a kind of hooded figure sitting at a booth in the corner. As Dag leads you around, you all kind of fill in, and it's kind of hard to see. The figure kind of has his head down. He's got a glass in front of him, but as you sit, he kind of looks up, and you see as he kind of lifts up, you can see the cloak kind of opens a bit, and you see this crisp golden shirt with kind of white accents, and you see it's quite open at the front, and it reveals this kind of golden sunburst of Bakal tattoo on his tanned chest. And you all recognize this person, very well-known figure in the city. This is Crown Prince Kokanee Buckwild.
Oh shit.
So, you're interested in a bit of work?
You're interested in a bit of us?
Must be big to drag you all the way down here, Crown Prince.
Well, as you all know, the anniversary of my father, King Alamir's victory over the Lich King Velsum is a few days away. Delegations are coming in from the Elemental Kingdoms, the Wolfrich Dynasty, and New Carrick for the celebration. And some have already arrived. However, and he kind of leans in closer, one of the delegations seems to have been ambushed. It was a delegation from the plane of Earth. We've been engaged in negotiations for some time to build a settlement in the mountains west of Bakal. And I received sending from one of their ambassadors, but it was interrupted and I wasn't able to contact them. He said something about an attack. And then he said he was near the Eye of Dela. The northwestern coast has been an issue for our ships as well. Many have gone missing. So, I need you all to sail over there and see if you can figure out what happened and track down any survivors. And I need you to be discreet. We can't have any of the other delegates finding out and getting spooked.
You know, it costs extra when we're discreet, right?
Yeah, of course. All in, it's 10,000 gold pieces. Plus, I'll give you 2,000 up front in case you want to buy anything for your journey.
I shoot a look over at the captain. What do you think, Captain?
I think it's a fair price. I mean, you want discretion. Obviously, you're willing to pay for it. Sounds good to me. Finin?
Just wondering, is that 2,000 in advance and then 10,000, or is it 2,000 and then 8,000 once we're finished the job?
Be 2,000 then 8,000.
Okay. He's like scribbling stuff down. I like to think that Finin probably is the quartermaster. Like he has a big book in front of him and he writes everything down. Okay.
Finn's the note taker in this campaign. That's
Adam isn't though.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's a real issue.
Florus would like to just lean forward and just really look at the Crown Prince and ask, "What do you think happened to the delegation?"
I don't know. Might have been. They didn't have their own ships like all of the other kingdoms. They had to hire ships, so might have been an inside job. You could ask down around the harbor.
I would love to roll an insight check
Sure.
on this guy to see if anything he's been saying up to this point is level is good. Is he
My
do anything tricky?
Parents are watching Eurovision in the background, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have an epileptic fit.
It's a fucking good one. I saw it earlier today. Oh boy, nail biter.
No spoilers, I know the winner.
27.
27. He seems pretty on the level. He seems like he's telling the truth. To the best of his knowledge, anyways.
Well, that's good enough for me. Would you all want to see about what happened?
I'm always up for a bit of fun. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, before we go, if we find the delegations, what's their name? Who should we be looking out for?
Well, they were traveling with the king of the Scar, King Clack.
Yes.
That does make sense.
Oh my god.
And his personal vanguard.
All right, sounds good. Captain?
Think we should. What time is it?
It's like sunset.
Oh, well, would you guys like to spend the night here and then head out in the morning, or just go right now?
Well, we
Right.
could stock up a bit probably. Grab a couple things. Have some fun.
That does make sense. Finin, you know you don't have to raise your hand to talk around here. You get full
But we
permission.
do need to stock up on some supplies, and you know I don't do great in the dark. So I'd prefer to leave at dawn if that's possible. If that's amiable to everyone.
I mean, if the crew agrees, dawn sounds nice to me.
You can hold my hand if you need to if you get stuck in the dark.
I just can't see that well. You
We
know.
do
I
know how
know.
much you're scared of the dark.
I just not. Okay.
I've told you many times, there's probably nothing in there.
Oh, you're right.
Like,
you're right.
probably.
Mhm.
Is this like our home city, Tim?
Generally, it has become kind of like the main port that you do business out of. It's not where you started, but this has become kind of your home port.
Is Taya here?
Yeah.
Can I go see Taya?
Sure.
She'll come join us.
Yeah.
Before we split the party,
Oh, I'm bringing her back here. I was
oh,
just
okay.
bringing it back here.
Florus would just like to go over, put a hand on Finin's shoulder, and cast light on his shirt, and say, "When you're with us, you're never in the dark. There are
Thank you.
lives at stake. I think we should go without delay. Make sure everyone's safe."
We do still need supplies. We're running pretty low after that last job.
Also, the coast can be pretty treacherous, so if you go at night, just be extra careful around the rocks.
We've got the
I have
best
an
captain
inventory.
around.
I have an inventory if anyone's interested at looking.
No, not
it's-
at
it's-
all.
Pretty extensive.
We
No
trust
offense,
you,
Finin,
Finan.
that does sound real boring.
Oh, okay.
I go over and I knock. I just like go over and I just give it like a clang, clang, clang on Khale's armor. What you think? You ready to go on another one?
I'm always ready to go. There's never a place that the Shadow of Nyxal doesn't get cast. It's my job to be there.
He's so fun, this one. Look at him, he's so fun.
This Batman.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
Khale,
no.
Khale man.
Kale.
Am I
Hail
doing it
Kane.
correctly?
Khale Kane.
Well, why don't we see if there is any sort of, we'll get Finn's list, we'll stock up. We'll go have you see Taya, Kelly. And then we figure out what do you think, Cotus? Captain Brundle, do you think we should go at night or do you think we should go in the morning? Up to you.
I think if we can find the supplies on Finn's list, we should probably just leave now. I mean,
sounds good to me.
What better way to ambush ambushers than in the dark, right?
The ground's too steady. I much prefer it on a boat anyway.
While the rest of the group go to find the supplies, I'm going to stay behind and see what more information I can get from the prince regarding like where they were heading, where they were coming from, sort of like how much military presence they had with them, what their sort of planned rendezvous was, like just all the sort of specifics and details of the...
Yeah. He lets you know that they were... King Clack arrived last, but there were some of his ambassadors already in the Western Mountains kind of scouting a location for a new settlement. And then they met him on the coast farther west, and then they were going to sail around into the harbor, and like kind of around the coast. So somewhere along there, like they got picked up, and then somewhere along there, their ship got ambushed around the Eye of Dela, which is kind of like a well-known rock formation. It's like a large, kind of almost like a rock bridge that kind of comes out and kind of forms this kind of opening. It's like a very well-known landmark.
And do you know if the boats that they've hired, were they from here, from this port?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
You'd have to ask around at the harbor. I
don't know. Ask around at the harbor.
I'll come with you. Make sure things don't get out of hand.
As I'm assuming we... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Adam.
We'll be buying most of our supplies at the harbor or in the nearby area anyway, so we could all go together if that's what everyone wants.
Well, yeah, let's go. Callie can go see Taya.
I would assume that Callie would bring Taya with her. Like Taya would come with. Imagining Taya and Callie, I want you to imagine high school sweethearts that never broke up. That's them. So they're just like.
So like.
She'll.
Secretly very toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. You got it.
Cool.
Probably get in one or two fights before they live here, but
drastically outgrown one another.
They have one of those. They have one of those whisper fights on the walk down to the harbor.
Yeah, whisper fights, but also like draped all over each other.
Go ahead.
Either arguing or
making
doing
out.
too much PDA.
There's no between.
Yeah, as you're doing the PDA, Leroy jumps down from the stage. Because you see him kind of heading over and he's like, very cool. And then he comes over as you're kind of heading out to you, Khale, and he goes he kind of flips back his sweaty hair and he's like, I love this armor. Sick. And he's touching it. He's fully touching your armor and it's getting
what's the
wet.
No.
Tim, what's the lip situation on this guy?
Very thin lips.
Tim.
Yeah.
As Leroy goes to touch the armor, I would like to use my reaction to use my fighting style interception to put my shield between, and just put my body before.
Okay.
Yeah. Please, personal space is very important to people.
Look, this is my bar, okay? So I can touch whatever I like.
But it's not your armor, so always ask,
Yeah, okay. You guys can get out, buzzkills.
As the group is walking out the door, I'm assuming we would be kind of a back in a cordon off area. I'm just gonna lean against the door frame and I'm gonna look towards Crown Prince Kokanee Buckwild.
Okay. He looks over at you.
What do you think, Prince? You want to come out for an adventure? I won't have a promise.
He kind of walks up to you, pulling his hood back up. You are gonna get me in trouble.
I promise I will. I straighten his collar, and then I turn on my heel and I leave.
You hear him call back as you're leaving, come visit when you're back.
I promise I will.
As you head out. All right, so you head back out towards the harbor. And what are you looking for?
Whatever's on Finn's
Quartermaster?
list.
Yeah, it would just be like general supplies. It'd be like hard.
You're completely lost you.
Lost you.
Sorry, no, it's my aux cable popped out. It would be no alcohol. It would be like it would be like a barrel of oranges, like super like saltines, just such dry, boring shit.
You're looking for a
like
Cracker Barrel?
extra planks for if we need to like repair stuff, rope, just like really generic, boring sailing stuff.
You're doing great work, Finin. You're doing good work. I appreciate you taking care of this.
Yes.
Tim, I'm probably looking where Taya got all the extra air to make her head so fucking big. And we're fighting on the dock.
No, this is going so well.
Like, I just don't know why you invited me. Like,
I don't
it doesn't
know why.
feel like you want me here. It's like you're just interested in your friends.
You were waiting outside. What do you mean, my friends? I'm working.
Okay, then I'll leave you alone. I don't know.
Do you
like,
want to
what
leave
do
me
you?
alone, or are you gonna be upset that I didn't spend time with you while I was in town?
You know what? I hate when you're like this. I hate it.
I hate when you're like this.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Bye.
As I walk past them, I hand them each an orange. Vitamin C is very important, and I'm just gonna keep going.
Finin, as you're kind of getting your supplies from your usual suppliers, you also see there is a new store that seems to have just opened up. You can see kind of a freshly painted sign, and you see it says "Oddities by Adonis," and there's like a banner that says "Grand Opening."
Under my breath, I go, oddities. It's a waste of time. And I'm just, I'm sorry.
New stuff doesn't open here all the time. You shouldn't just give it a pass.
But it seems like a knick-knack shop, and we don't.
Did you buy any alcohol?
What? No, that we need to do a job. It's important that we stay sober, and focused on our task.
Oh my god.
Finin, you think I'm sober?
I'd like to think so.
No.
can
There's
think
so
that.
much drinking that goes on after you boring people go to bed. Come on, let's go
Don't
inside.
worry, we're
Is
gonna
that
get- yeah.
is that why everyone says good night to me and then stays on the deck just a little longer? Oh, I see. Okay.
What? No.
You're always invited, Finin. You know that. You're always invited.
Finin,
Okay. I'm
I
also.
say good night to you because you deserve a good night
Oh, thank you.
every
Florus.
night.
But
And I
also,
cast light on his shirt again. Because you're never
also-
in the dark.
We also
I'm
know what
not-
happens when you don't get a full 8.
Well, I'm also
don't
not
like
old
that
enough
fish.
to drink. I'm only 16 and 4 months, so I can't
You
drink.
also
That's-
work on a pirate ship. So,
well,
kind of up to you on that one.
a privateership. I like to think of it.
I agree with Finin. I don't think it's appropriate for us to call ourselves pirates. I think at worst we reappropriate goods that were misappropriated, but I don't
That's
think-
fair. It doesn't look as good though on paperwork.
But like this job that we're doing, that's not very piratey, is it? It's we're rescuing people. We're helping people.
We're doing good work.
And if
Doing
we
the-
get a bit of spoils along the way, that's what we do. Say it with me. You have
Penny.
to take it with you.
Penny, I
right?
can't take
No,
it.
but you have to tell us. You have to tell us what we're gonna say if we're gonna say it with you.
Yeah, it's
You can't leave it so open-ended. How was I
No,
supposed to
she's
know?
always said that. You should just
Listen,
remember.
we need
Say
to.
that all the
We need to
time.
plan.
all the time.
Penny,
If we're gonna say something together, we all need to have a
Yeah,
discussion
I was-
about it.
I was gonna say
Talk about
numbers
it.
are the most important thing.
Yeah. We do have a
No,
plan.
no
That
one
plan
was.
is to
No
get
one was gonna say
alcohol and
that,
put it on
Finin.
that ship.
I'm gonna go into the store with the weird stuff.
let's go.
Florus would
Me
like
too.
to pull Penny aside real quick and just grab her by the hands and say, Penny,
Yes, Florus.
there's a reason that gold is the heaviest metal. It weighs you down.
It's not though.
And I'm gonna kiss her hand and then walk into the thing.
Oh shit!
Florus has an 8 in intelligence, kids.
I love him. He's a big dumb cow man, and I love him.
Cold
So
face.
you head in and you
we
see
all
this
file in, yeah.
a fairly sparse shop. You can see it's like fairly minimalist. There's like a large counter, and you can see there's like a cabinet behind it.
I'm sorry, did you say that the shop is minimalist?
Yeah, it's quite minimalist.
Amazing.
Fucking Apple store.
Finin is happier now that he's in here. He's like, oh, this place seems.
Are there like cute little like bonsais or so, like little cactus?
There's like
personal
almost nothing. Like there's a cabinet behind the I just lost the word. Counter. Thank you so much. I had a stroke, I guess. Behind the counter, but it's like kind of opaque glass. You can't really see anything in it. And as you walk in, you see a very handsome older gentleman kind of step out from the back. You see like a long, beautiful purple robe, like silver gray hair, and a little chin beard that's kind of like dangling down. Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for coming to my grand opening.
Thanks for having us.
Are you interested in some oddities?
Yeah, but you don't have anything in here.
I have everything that you need.
That is odd.
I like this. This is good.
Yeah,
This is
what do you
very
have
good.
This is like dinner and a show.
Do you have any sealed barrels of water or like hardtack? Or,
No,
no?
that's
Or
that's
like
not
hard
an
alcohol
oddity.
is what he meant.
Yes, alcohol. Do you have that? Do you sell that here?
No,
Ugh,
no, I deal in strange antiques.
Sorry, what was your name, sir?
My name is Adonis.
Adonis. I am
What
Khale.
is your name?
Khale.
Khale?
I'm High Priest of Nyxal. Pleasure to meet you.
Khale, I admire your well-manicured beard and your non-shiny armor.
Khale's red scar around his neck gets like a little bit more red, and that's it. Thank you. What kind of oddities do you have?
Well, I just happen to have this box, and he like lifts it up from down below. This is all I have left. I've been cleaned out. It's been a very successful grand opening.
What's in the
And
box?
What's in the box?
He starts
What's
laying
in the
What's in the
out.
box?
What's in the box?
Okay, if
I
you
th-
all ask me,
I think he's gonna show us what's in the box. Is this
Come
a?
on,
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I'm
What's in the
confused. Are
box?
we doing one of those the bits? Is that?
This is a bit.
Oh, I love a bit.
Oh, what is in the box?
Oh, good job, Finin.
He starts laying
Hey,
out
gold
items, and you
stars.
can see he lays out a ring, what looks like kind of a golden coin, a wand that has like it's kind of a goldenish rod, and you can see there's other smaller rods that kind of come off of the main rod, and they all have the different colored jewels. You see a pair of goggles with kind of purple, like with a sort of purple tint in the lens. Another ring, and that almost looks like it has a like the center bit of metal. It's a metal ring, but you can see it almost looks like a brain. And the first ring, it kind of swirls up and is kind of studded with jewels, and it almost seems like it's like as you look at it, it almost looks like it's swirling a bit. And you also see one like a stone on a necklace, and you can see there's kind of like a little swirl in the center, but there's just one.
What do they do?
That's a great question. I don't really know what they do, but I'm happy to sell them all to you.
How much for the box?
How much do you want to pay me?
What do you mean, how much you want to pay? Usually when you go into a shop, they say how much this is, and then we buy it.
I deal in a pay what you want model.
Oh,
seems
this
like-
is why you got cleaned out.
Of course.
This seems like a very strange business model.
How do you make
I've
money?
only ever had
I will offer
satisfied
you-
customers.
I will offer you exactly 69 gold pieces.
Whoa, yes, please.
Nice.
Have you ever had a customer just not want to pay and then you still gave it to them?
If they don't want to pay, that means they can't afford it, so they've got something going on. I don't want to get into that, so yeah, of course.
So this is a charity.
No, it's a business.
I'm very
Some people pay a
confused.
lot of money for these things.
Not me. Here's 69 gold pieces.
Pick whatever you like.
I thought it was for the box.
Oh no. For one thing.
I'm very confused at the concept of this. I'll turn to the group. What should I pick?
You can
Whichever
each buy something. I don't...
speaks to you, Khale. I trust you.
They're objects. They do not speak.
It
I'm
means
gonna roll.
Only because
metaphor.
you're not
I
listening.
mean, we don't know that yet. You could pick one
So
up
there's
and it could.
6 items, right?
Yeah. He does
It
take
was
the swirling
coin,
ring
glasses, ring.
and then the
necklace.
one stone on a necklace. Yeah.
Oh, 5.
The first ring he kind of picks up. This one is different. And he looks at you, Penny. You're the only one who could buy this one.
Why?
It's your finger size.
my finger size.
Yeah, he kind of holds it up, and it does. It's like it'd only fit your finger as you
like-
kind of all hold up your hands.
I like hold my hand out, which have many gold rings on them. Some things don't
I'll
change.
trade you one of those gold rings.
Take a pick.
Pulls one off. Gives it to you.
Good trade. Thank you.
Finn's gonna pick up the glasses and kind of look at them. It's not really my aesthetic, and I'm gonna put them back down.
Khale will buy the rock on a string.
Okay.
How about this? I name a price, you name an item.
Okay, I like you, handsome man.
Flat 100 gold.
Ooh. I mean, you might like the coin or the wand, whatever you prefer. I mean,
Yours
really,
is a
any
little
of
more
these.
change. Give me the coin.
All right, so he flips you the coin.
We
What's
got
it look
paid $2,000 split between the 6 of us, right? So that's I can't do math. It's roughly 350 or something, 330.
Yeah, somewhere there. I can do the math if you exactly.
333 or 3.
Whatever. That amount, whatever out of expenses, I'm going to offer to Adonis, and I'm going to say, you can't take it with you, and I personally think that possessions weigh us down. But Taya, I think you'd like this, and I'm going to offer Taya the Rod of Wonder.
Taya laughed. She went
No!
to pick it up. Yeah, no, Taya's
Oh,
like,
there.
fuck you guys.
Oh fuck.
She doesn't really like all of you.
Yeah, I'm trying to mend that bridge.
I've never
Uh,
gotten that vibe.
I'll just hang on to it then.
I'd like to trade something that isn't money, if that's okay.
Okay.
I can offer you next time we've got some time here in Bacal. I can offer you my expertise in bookkeeping. Maybe help kind of keep the numbers a little straight.
You want to work at my shop? How old are you?
I'm 16 in 4 months.
He's such a good boy.
And 26 days.
He's a great worker.
All right.
And
sure.
everyone, when we have time off in Bacal, everyone just goes drinking and gallivanting, and I'm too young for that sort of thing.
Well,
So
I
I would.
after a big job, you just want to relax. You want to work.
This
more,
would be
though.
relaxing. No, numbers are relaxing.
The greatest
Okay.
gallivant of all is prayer. Just saying.
This is very true.
Which item would you like to part with in favor in trade for that?
Whatever you want. I have no attachment to these things. I don't care about them or where they came from.
Everyone would watch as Finin is suddenly overwhelmed with choice paralysis and just stares kind of blank faced at all of the items silently.
Cotus is gonna hover
Uh,
his hand over each item slowly and then wait for like a twinge from Finin to see like
I
which
love that.
sort of like which one.
He's also muttering about the various like benefits that each one could have. So he's like, the glasses, maybe no, not my aesthetic. The box, what could the box do?
Yeah, Khale's gonna give him the empty
box is just a. All right.
I pick
No,
up
no,
the
Finin,
Finin
take
takes
the
the box
ring.
to him.
Thank you for the box.
Take the ring, Vinin.
It's only fitting your finger.
No, the other.
The other ring.
This
ring.
one.
What does the ring and the box go together?
It does now, and I put the ring
Does.
on his finger.
I don't want to take more than my share.
This is your share.
Okay.
What's
You've earned
left
that
on
box,
the
kid.
table?
There is the goggles and
That's
it.
Wonder.
No, I
I think
took
it's
that.
just the goggles.
It's just
Oh,
the
it's
goggles.
just the goggles? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the goggles off the table. I'm gonna look at Adonis. I'm going to slide him 2 gold, and I'm gonna be like, I assume you know who my mother is. And I'm gonna walk out the door where Taya is crying and go.
Florus
Comfort
is
her.
with Taya.
I miss Callie.
All right.
What did Cotus get?
You call her Callie, you'll get punched in the throat.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
Thanks.
Adam misses Callie. That's very specific.
Finnan would never disrespect
Cotus took the
Calliope.
coin.
You know, Finnan would never.
Calliope.
So I will. I can tell you what they all do.
Yeah, do
If
it.
you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
What does this box do, Tim?
Some of them, some of them are attunement. Some of them aren't. Only some of them are attunement.
Will you just send me mine?
Yeah, you don't need to.
Okay.
I can message it to you if you'd like, though.
Yeah.
But you have a Ring of the Multiverse.
Oh, dang. I got to go grab my book.
Cotus, you have a Coin of Chance. You gain the use of 1 luck point use daily. There's the Wand of Wonder. They're dark vision goggles. And the ring is a ring of mind shielding. And I will just message Yanis or what Khale has.
What did Kale get? The
rock on a string.
The rock on a string.
Rock on a string.
Oh, okay.
It's a rock on a string.
Oh, it's a pet rock.
If you swing it, you can hit someone with it.
I can't tell if that's
damage flat.
actually what it is.
Not even a D4.
Because that would be a good
He just
joke.
sent it to me. He sent it to me. It is a rock on a string that you can swing once per day to hit an enemy for 1d4 damage.
Not that.
That's so crazy. You
Line?
also fill
Saw
a
that.
sock with butter and do the same thing.
But yeah, you recognize it, Khale. You're like, oh, you've seen these before, but now usually as a pair.
I feel like this would be after, like, all of this would be discovered after a rigorous identify ritual cast by Finnan. As soon as it's down and identifies every object.
Yeah.
As you're identifying code, it's just like, who sells booze?
And Florus, do you give Taya the
Yeah,
Wand of
absolutely.
Wonder? She's like, thank you. Thank you.
I think
Florus, you're
Swan.
actually my favorite out of all of you.
This can only
All
go
of
well.
us?
Just, I'm trying to have a nice moment, okay? I can be friends with other people.
You can.
Taya, if I may, I think Taya needs to be better friends with Taya right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast light on her shirt.
Hearing that Letters is Taya's favorite, Finnan's a little crush because he has a huge crush on Taya. He's just a wee boy.
So,
Shall we go?
where would you like to go?
Seeing Cotus take off for alcohol, Penny skips jauntily behind, and I try and go find some wonderful pirates and ruffians to go. I want to find out a little bit about this job, whether it was an inside job. I want to start talking to people who could be in the know, and just like, I feel like Penny's been a pirate or on the seas most of her life. Like, there is more time that she has been spent on a boat since she could like leave her parents' house. She was like, bye, I'm gone, I'm going on a boat. So like talking with contacts, meeting people, like catching up with old friends and old shipmates. And
You do know there is like kind of a general kind of meeting spot for a lot of the locals kind of go. It's a little off the harbor, but it is a popular spot with the locals. The Bacall Bar and Grill.
Yeah, we go there. We go there for sure.
And
Sean's hurting. I
hate
see.
that.
So you head to the bar and grill, and it's bumping. It's full of familiar faces from different crews that run in the harbor, and you can see the halfling bartender kind of behind the bar, kind of pouring drinks and getting everyone set up. You guys find a table.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Penny's going to see if I can find any of like my old shipmates before I got on Cotus's ship, and see if they have any goss about what happened.
Okay, make an investigation
Just
check
before she
for
does
me.
that,
Yeah, I am.
as you know, Florus sees that she's gearing up to work her penny magic. He's just gonna put a hand on her shoulder and just say, "You've got everything you need." Little squeeze, and you've got guidance.
And
I thought you were gonna cast light in this part.
I brush off Floris's shoulders and give him a wink, and then I start like sashaying over. Like you would know there's kind of like two sides of Penny. There's the hardworking, like very competent, very capable on a boat, and I need to like get this job done, Penny. And then there's like Penny who goes out and has a fucking banging time.
Yeah.
And so that's the Penny you see saunter, sashay over to her shipmates with just like a
Nice.
jumping onto the back of like an old shipmate.
Nice. And what was your investigation check?
Oh, I'm gonna roll that right now.
Add that D4.
And add a D4 with proficiency in investigation. Ooh,
Ooh.
everything. Okay, that is 13. Plus 9 is 22. Plus 4, that's a 26.
Ooh, there she is.
Okay. So you kind of head over and you start chatting people up, and you kind of start asking around about the like any ships that have like recently been hired, and you find out that Captain Cordelia Shade and her crew were hired recently, and then you get kind of one of them is like, oh, like Wendell at the bar, he knows like who has worked out on her ship, because they're like they have a hard time to remember. And you go over to the bartender Wendell, and he goes, "Oh, hi Penny, it's good to see you."
Hi, Wendell. How's my favorite bartender?
Business is booming.
I like lean over and I just like ruffle up his shirt a little bit, and
actually there is one of her former crewmates. I saw him. He came in a few hours ago. He's been here. We got into it a little bit because he brought his dog with him, but I let it pass.
Who was it?
That's that little blue kobold over there. And he kind of points over to a blue kobold kind of sitting in the corner by himself. You can see he's he's got kind of a funny, almost like a fish-shaped hat. And he's like he looks a little curmudgeonly. And he's sitting with a fairly large, what looks like maybe a Portuguese water dog, like that kind of dog, but it's like large webbed paws, kind of sitting next to him.
Do I know who this person is?
No.
What's his name? Just so I know and don't look like an idiot when I go by.
Yeah, his name is Will Wax.
Will Wax. And should I bring him a drink? What is he like?
He's a hard guy to read. I might bring him a snack. He might like that.
All right. Also, thank you, April Anonymous, for the raid. Thanks, come on in, folks.
Hello, welcome in.
Hello. Bring that Broadway.
Bonjour.
Thanks, folks. So I get some sort of bar snacks. Is he like here in the bar?
Yeah, he's over, like he's at a table. He's at like a table for 4 by himself.
I love that.
And he's sitting with his dog.
That's good.
And yeah, he's sitting there. He's got like a large stein. And you can see he's pulling something out of his bag, kind of feeding it to the dog.
I go over. Does this seat take you? I brought snacks.
Okay.
I'm Penny Iliad.
Will Wax Sniv.
It's nice to meet you.
That's Hubert.
Hi,
He kind of points to the dog.
May I?
You could try.
I am gonna try and go for some scritches.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, jeez. Oh no, that's a 10.
Yeah, as you kind of reach out, the dog like immediately snaps at your hand.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm new. Wendell told me that you might have some information about something that happened recently on the water with Captain Shade.
Haven't sailed with Captain Shade for a while, but I know about her.
Well, I would like to know what you know.
Make a persuasion check.
That's we love a +8. We love that. That's gonna be a 22.
She's a cutthroat.
Right. Well, most of us are here.
Only driven by coin.
Right. Most of us are here. So, I heard that there was something that happened out on the water. Have you heard anything about that?
Nope.
Right. So she's driven.
This
by
is an
coin.
excellent Will Wax.
So
this
good.
is
So
really well
driven
done.
by coin. She's a cutthroat.
Yeah.
And are you equally
Maybe.
driven?
What happened on the water?
Well, I've heard that there was a bit of a skirmish, a bit of a dust-up.
Dust up. She is pretty feisty.
Right. So
She's
you think
been known to turn on folks.
oh, so you think it might have been her behind it?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, if we were going to find where that dust-up on the water took place, would you know where it happened?
No, I haven't been on her ship.
Well, is there anything else you do know regarding Captain Shade?
No.
Can I insight this guy from the next booth over?
Yeah.
As like Florus just has like a big old ear out.
I
He's
like
a cow
that-
person, so they can fucking.
I
Oh, that's going to be a 33.
love that
Jeez.
Neppy and Letters have switched places. This is fun.
He seems like he's maybe withholding a bit. He seems like he definitely seems like he's withholding information. Just by his general demeanor, you're like, he probably knows more than he's letting on.
I'll pivot around
Okay.
and sort of slide myself into the booth. And I'll say hello. My name is Florus.
It's my friend Florus.
I'm an associate. I want you to know that. Fuck Cordelia. That's right. No harm is gonna come to Cordelia. We're not here to hurt anybody. We
No,
want to make sure that everyone gets home safe.
I don't care if you hurt her. I hate her.
Wow, you really took the wind out of my sails here.
What'd she do to you to make her hate her?
She threw me overboard.
That's not very nice.
No,
Did you deserve it?
no.
Didn't think so.
Luckily, Hubert here saved me.
That's bad form. On most ships, unless you've done something to deserve being thrown overboard.
I didn't want to kidnap anyone.
Were you
Oh.
asked to kidnap the king of the Earth Elemental Plane?
No, this was a while ago. I don't know anything about that.
You know where we can find her these days? She got to hang out.
Well, she usually sails out of here. She has been known to hole up around the Eye of Dela,
I do.
Well,
little cove there.
that
Keeps her plunder.
Oh, treasure, you say?
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, this has been very helpful, Wilwax and Hubert. Can we compensate you for your trouble and your time?
Yes,
What would you like?
gold.
How much gold would you like?
200 gold pieces.
About 100.
Make a persuasion check.
I don't think. Look, I don't believe in money or anything, but I don't think this guy's worth that.
Okay.
What do you mean
Persuasion.
you don't believe in money?
That's going to be a 19.
I think
He
it's.
goes, and he kind of puts his hand out.
And I look towards Florus. I go, barter in exchange. his time, his money, his silence. And I put the money down on the table.
And he goes back to feeding Hubert.
Coming into the barn grill, I would be aiming to find. I assume that Taya and Callie still hang out with like the daddy mommy's money kind of crew that they would. I would love to go up to their table and say hello to all of them with Taya. We've made up. We've pulled ourselves together.
Yeah, it's like your old friends. Like they kind of know the song and dance. And you see like the kind of head of that, like, you know, that like there's kind of like an alpha since like you've been out on your adventures, like the power dynamic has shifted a bit. And that kind of purple tiefling with the kind of nubby horns is like, oh, so you're back now? Like
for a bit, yeah.
That will never not be an antagonist.
And then you're just gonna leave again? Like that's pretty harsh to Taya.
I'm doing my work.
Is it work or are you just like stealing from people? Because I heard you're a pirate.
Why would you? Who told you that?
I don't know, just like everyone around here.
Everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what I've been hearing about you.
Oh, what have you been hearing about me?
I don't know. Just whisperings from a couple of people at this table.
She like immediately looks around at everybody at the table.
I may not be here, but I still hear things.
How?
People still tell me, write to me. You think you're the one that's just.
How do they write to you when you're on a boat?
Just because you don't understand what it's like to have people actually care about you, doesn't mean you have to take it out on me.
I'm gonna go.
You should go.
I'm going because I want to go, not because you want me to go.
Of course. Yeah. No. It just also works for me because I want you to go.
Great. I'm glad we're all getting what we want.
Me too. Working together.
I'm sensing a lot of hostility at this table. Florus has invited himself over.
No tact. I love him so much.
You'd like, I could guide us through a trust exercise that I find quite useful for rebuilding bridges.
Oh my God, would you, Florus?
I love when you do these trust exercises.
Florus,
lead us through.
Please. And she like puts both of her hands on your hand.
Gross. Would both of you consent
yes,
to a
I
zone
consent.
of truth?
I fully consent.
Absolutely not.
Calliope.
She's just so closed off. Like, I don't get it. You get
Calliope.
it, Florus.
We're here to help people. And I think Calliope can help Calliope right now with a little bit of truth.
We all just want to help you, Calliope. Why don't you let us in? She's like fully saddled up next to you, Florus, and is like kind of leaning her head on your shoulder.
So I'm just going to turn and I'm going to ice them out of the circle. I am fully turning and they're no longer at the table, and I'm going to pick up the conversation with everyone else at the table. Who else is at the table, Tim?
Calliope, real quick. I'm taking the minutes. And I just... How is this conversation ending? I just need it for the records. It just...
She's doing something called icing them out.
Okay, so I should write... How should I record that?
Well, in ship speak, she threw them overboard and continued on without looking back.
She metaphorically threw them overboard from the conversation.
Absolutely.
And didn't look back. Penny, do you mind verifying the minutes after we leave? Because I also got your conversation as well with Willwax. I was there. People don't often notice me. But
I love your attention to detail. It's like you hear everything.
No, I need to be very close by to hear what's going on, but I will record it. So
Penny doesn't even look at what you're writing. She just signs her signature on something.
Thank you.
Who else is sitting at the table?
There's your other friend Trixie, who's like the youngest. And there's that's it. It's just Trixie and Taya and Grape Nub. who's now next to Florus.
I love her.
Oh my god. Okay. I'll just like gossip a little bit with them before I go.
Kale's gonna turn to Penny and be like, I have a really hard time understanding this dynamic at all.
Well, when
are
two
they
women love
friends?
each other very much,
No. I
also
just
hate
mean,
each other.
is that for all of them or just Calliope and Taya?
Yes. It's
That was-
complicated.
To clarify for the minutes, are you saying yes to the first thing or the second thing? 'Cause
Yes, I would also like
Come on,
clarification.
boys. Come on. Let's leave them to their business. Let's go
I
get
need
drunk.
to
Come
take
on.
the-
I'm gonna head back to the boat and prepare it for the journey.
Florus, do you leave or are you staying there?
I'll walk back with my good buddy Kale.
As you're
I'll be
heading,
with-
like a grape nub is like, hey, like I'm not doing anything right now. Like I was just gonna leave. Like I don't know what you're doing, but I'm free.
I'm leaving and spending some quality time with my good friend Kale.
Oh my god, that's so sweet of you. He seems troubled.
Do I seem troubled?
Oh my god, I didn't mean for you to hear that.
Where is she?
No, it just seems like the scar and I don't know.
I am the
don't
High
know,
Priestess
you're
of
very
Nyxal.
like
As she glides over the planet, I am the shadow she casts below.
yeah, it's just like when you say things like that, it feels like you maybe have some darkness in your heart. And that's
I am
beautiful.
the darkness.
Also got a lot of darkness on his armor. Yeah.
It's like
I
a
wedge
blue
my way
color
in
black.
between the two of them.
Anyways, like whatever. I like where like this is where I live. And she like writes it down very quickly.
Aren't you like 17?
No.
I take the thing that she's written and I say, I don't really believe in having like possessions. And I give it back to her.
She just
and
leans
walk
over
out of
and
jail.
whispers it in your ear.
Sorry, I have a bad head for numbers.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Florus. I've written it down. I picked up the piece of paper and I've got it. I've recorded it for
Also,
the minutes.
I need to know, is Trixie looking at Finin? I need to know.
Oh
too.
yeah. Trixie
Yeah.
has like pretty big glasses. And
Oh, she's
is
perfect.
looking over at Finin.
Finin is
Very- but, like,
looking.
kinda looking
Finin
down.
is looking everywhere, but in a Trixie shaped shadow. There's like a perfect outline where Finin will not look.
Tim, I hope you built this one shot as a 2-shot because we have not even gotten on the boat yet.
And Callie, as you're standing there, one of your
Yeah.
other friends comes over. You can see the a younger Minotaur woman kind of lays down a bunch of drinks.
Yeah.
And you know this to be Blue Ribbon, as she kind of lays it all down. So are we doing this or what?
Doing what? What are we
And
doing?
she just slams a drink.
Yes, we are.
And yeah, you all. So some of you head back to the ship. Some of you continue to drink.
I would tootle back to the boat with
I
the
would
boys,
head
I
back
think.
whenever Penny goes back. I would
Okay.
leave on whatever.
Neppy would,
Um,
or Penny would make like conversation with people in the bar, trying to catch up with old friends and stuff like that. Make the rounds as she's wont to do. Flash a bit of coin, shoot a little shit, and then follow the boys back to the boat.
I'm gonna say uneven is a fight and even is a good term.
Some things
so
never change, you know. Like
we're gonna see how.
We'll say either way, there will be tears from Taya.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
That's 2.
Dude, even so it's good. Okay, I'm just gonna
Good
miss you
tears.
so much. Like,
Can
can I come? Like, can I
I
get
don't
on the
think you
ship?
want to come. I don't think you want to come.
I do. I actually really do.
I don't know if you.
I know
do.
normally I don't, but this time I really do.
I wish you.
She can't come.
he just shows up again.
Fucking Florus
Wish,
is like,
I
what the
wish you
fuck
could
did
come.
he?
Okay,
He
fine.
fucking Commissioner Gordoned me. So I never actually asked, how'd you get that scar? What the?
She like gives you the wand of wonder. Fine. Just like, if you use this, I want you to think of me.
I always think of you.
Good.
Good. And I'm gonna kiss her, and then I'm gonna go follow.
I take Calliope's arm, and I just make like, as when we're far enough out of earshot of Taya, I just go. Bleh,
I know.
bleh.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's why you keep one in every port, darling. One in every port. Come on, back to the boat.
But everyone knows who I am.
I know. I know.
Word gets everywhere.
All the more fun. Let's go. Let's go. Let me go back to the boat.
Real quick little thing after Khale Batman's away from me to go back to the bar, and Florus is just alone on the boat. He's just gonna cast Sending real quick.
Okay.
Hey mom, made it to Bacall safe. We're good on a new job. Love you. And that's sending to Demetra Phronesis.
You hear back. Thanks for the update. We miss you. We love you. See you soon.
Yeah, that's all.
All right.
Finin hasn't left the bar yet because he got distracted by not looking at Trixie. Is just writing kind of nonsense in the book over and over again because he's trying to get the minutes, but is just kind of like nervously near Trixie and just like
Adam, everyone's on the
standing-
boat and no one has noticed.
I was gonna say, Cody's
No,
doing a
exactly.
head count. It's been like, okay.
standing
Oh,
at
God damn it.
table, like not saying anything but writing in a book.
So it's like it's just Trixie, and like she has been drinking a bit, and Blue Ribbon is hammered, and Grape Nub is also hammered, and Grape Nub leans over and is like, "Are you just gonna stand there like a little idiot? Or are you gonna say something?"
I'm sorry if I've been a bother. I was taking the minutes.
Oh my God! Just Trixie wants to talk to you, you idiot.
What? I need to get supplies.
Finin's ship's leaving.
Trixie's
The ship is
"Stop. Oh my
leaving.
God. No, I'm sorry.
Um,
Trixie kind of yells after you.
Finn fully clocks the door frame on his way out. Like eat shit, like falls
1d6 bludgeoning. 1d6 bludgeoning.
over, bumps it, like
Absolutely.
trips someone over who spills their drinks all over him. He's like, ugh.
You bumped the door frame so hard your internet.
Yeah,
ceased
you
to-
Crawls.
Yeah.
No, it's
You
my
hear Wendell is like-
cable
is
in my
like,
microphone.
Are you okay there? Oh boy. And he goes over and cleans it up. As you
Finn turns up at the boat, sopping wet. Just
Do you want to talk about it?
no, it's in the minutes. You verified them already. And I just go below deck.
No, it's in the minutes is the best answer to do you want to talk about it I've ever heard.
No, it's in the
A
minute.
classic Finnan answer. It's instead of going for a run, Finnan says it's in the minute.
it's in the
It's in
minute.
the minutes.
It's in the minutes.
So, you all get aboard the ship and you kind of pull up anchor and head out up the coast, kind of heading around the bend. It's a few hours. You'll probably get there around 2-3 in the morning to where the Eye of Dela is. As you all kind of set sail in the dark. It is quite peaceful out on the water, and there's just kind of a light wind kind of blowing you forward as you get into view of the large kind of rock formation. Who is anyone out on like a lookout or anything like that?
Khale would be.
Penny be up in the crow's nest.
Okay,
Just
there's
the
three of
I want-
us.
I want-
all-
On the boat, just
All of the
staring.
crows, it's a big crow's nest.
I would
Khale's
like
at the front of the boat.
I would like to be in the crow's nest. I'm not looking out. I am drinking and I'm lying on the floor talking to Penny while Penny's looking out. I'm just like, I don't. I'm not trying to take anything in.
And Penny's just going, as she she's keeping it.
Finn is
We
doing
see Miss
inventory.
Iliad.
I will keep an eye out.
All right, whoever would like to take a look at, you can make a perception check.
Can I do an investigation check for inventory?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, because I am doing stock take right now.
Dirty
Yeah.
20.
There will probably be some barrels you don't recognize.
Absolutely, there would
26.
be. My perception check was a 19.
Okay.
Mine
yeah,
was
there are-
a crit 20 with a 29.
Ooh. There. As for your inventory, there is some barrels that you don't recognize. There is also a small cask that you don't recognize. And you somehow, in kind of all the flurry of everything, you missed a crate of salted beef. Is unaccounted for.
Finnan is like
He's reeling.
so upset with himself.
Distraught.
Actually, Finnan would go straight to Cotus.
Take 1 point of
like-
exhaustion.
Finnan goes straight to Cotus and is like, I failed
Stress.
the ship and the crew, sir, and there's a box of salted beef that I didn't pick up. I will.
That's
I
not a failure. That's a bonus.
Oh, I
That's
also,
extra
I
feet.
almost, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna like very unsteadily climb the crow's nest, like shaky hand climb, and be like,
Make an acrobatics check. Absolutely.
absolutely.
Or athletics. Either or.
As Penny sees him climbing up, she's like, "What are you doing, Finnan?"
Oh, this will be good.
That is an 18.
Okay. Yeah.
And I go, the payment that you gave to Mr. Wilwax, that can come out of the party funds. And I hand over a small thing of gold, and everyone would know that the party funds are just Finnan's own money.
Personal funds,
That
yeah.
whenever he gets paid, he puts it into the party funds, but no one else contributes to the party funds. It's just Finnan's own money that he's like, it's really important that we have party funds.
Bless his heart.
Finn, did you get my expenses for the party funds? I didn't get paid back.
Oh, I'm sorry. How much was that?
50 gold.
Yeah. Oh, of course. How much was that? Sorry, it's really windy up here, and
50 gold, please.
okay. I thought you said 550.
I
And
told you before, that's your money.
I give Callie. I like really unsteadily count out 50 gold.
Finnan,
Up in the
she's
crystal.
shitting you. She's shitting you. It's all right. You're gonna get down. Can you get down? Okay.
I don't like it up here.
Do you need help?
No,
I'll have you
Jump.
make an
No, I'm-
athletics check to get there.
Can I help you?
that's a 15.
Did I get the
50?
50 gold?
Yeah, I give you 50 gold, and then I scramble down.
With your perception checks, it's pretty hard to see in the dark. You're having kind of a hard time picking anything out, except for you, Florus. You see as you get probably about 90 feet away from the rock formation. You see some debris floating in the water. The moonlight kind of catches, and you can see quite a bit of debris floating in the water. And your eyes kind of scan along to where the coast is, and you can see what looks like the remnants of a mast. And you see kind of like as you're sort of looking, you notice it happens fairly quickly as the water starts to bubble around the ship. And you see kind of rising up out of the water, like you just kind of get an eye on it before it like breaches the water. You can see this like large carapace stuck with what looks like remnants of ship, and you can see kind of glittering and glinting, maybe gold and things like that, kind of stuck onto the carapace as this large, like these two large claws kind of rise up out of the ocean as this like gargantuan crab just starts to crest out of the water. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Big crab.
Big
crab.
Can I just say, because I'm not used to this class, but before we left on the ship, Finnan would have cast Mage Armor, I realize. I'm new to Wizard.
Yeah. And Florus, just before we go into break, you would also, you're familiar with kind of tales of of the sea and things like that, and you would know that this likely is the fabled Scrapper, and that's where we're gonna take a break.
Everything is a reference to him, and I am living for it. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us so
Thanks,
far.
friends.
Over all 44, 45 of you. Thank you.
Ooh.
We will be back after a quick break. So grab yourself some snacks, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get ready for a Scrap with a Scrapper. We will see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
See you soon.
Oh hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, we're good.
I missed it.
And we are back.
Oh,
Tim,
we are back.
take it
Right.
away.
So you watch as this massive crab emerges from the water as it's like pincers kind of come up. I need everyone to roll initiative. And Florus, you will have advantage on this one.
We love that. We love that.
Don't be a mooch fan.
Ooh.
Giant crab made me think about Little Mermaid, made me think about Sebastian, made me realize that on my way home today, I absentmindedly turned my music and my headphones on and listened to princess music the whole way home because I didn't tune into what I was listening to until I got home.
Pretty funny.
And I was like, oh, I'm listening to...
I intentionally
Oh.
listen to princess music on a frequent.
And you see as the back of the crab kind of emerges, you can see all kinds of ships kind of affixed to its back, and various kind of figureheads attached to the front of the of these boats that are affixed to its back. All right, so 25 to 20.
22.
23.
Oh, shot.
21.
This. And Penny was 21? 22. Penny was 22. And then Florus. 20 to 15.
17.
Nice. 17. 15 to 10.
12.
12 for Finin. And what was yours, Callie?
6.
6 for Callie.
I just rolled real bad.
I was gonna say a monk. That's surprising.
Yeah, I got a 1.
Dang. All right. Let's.
Are you a drunken monk?
No,
No.
But you are drunk.
I am drunk and a monk. I am whatever monk I was allowed to be in D&D Beyond without buying anything extra.
Probably
see.
the regular
Open palm,
the way-
baby.
Open palm.
Yeah, open palm probably. It's the strongest one anyway.
Stun.
No, any monk can stun.
Oh yeah,
Open
way
palm
of the
gets to
open
like
hand.
yeah, open hand
don't-
gets to like knock people down and
I'm gonna
shit.
be honest, I don't understand monks fully. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's
You're
great.
great.
Spend a
It'd be
key
great.
point and just say what you want to do, and you probably can do it.
Do I have my fists are my weapon? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fists
And they're
are-
magical.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
magical, technically. Yeah.
Can I smite?
You also had
No.
If you
your-
spend a key
you said
point-
you had a staff as well, a bow staff,
Oh,
Wait.
okay, yeah.
which
Wait.
it would be technically magical. Like it's just like a simple magical staff, we'll say.
Okay. Cool. And I
Unless-
can smite on my... No, I can't. I'm not a paladin.
Cannot
You
smite.
can't smite, no.
I was gonna be like, did mommy let you
I was
smite?
so confused there. I was like,
That was a genuine. I thought it was a joke.
yeah, I
No,
also
I
thought
was-
you were taking.
I'm so used to being Callie. I was like, Callie can just smite no matter what she is.
All right, Cotus, you are up first.
Great. So, we have the perfect size party. Because as the waves crash against the ship, some of the mist is gonna come up over the side, and like seeing this, like Cotus is gonna like basically like reach out and like grab some of that mist and like bring it, swirl it in front of him, and spread it out to you guys. I'm gonna make it cover your shoes. And I'm gonna use a bardic inspiration to do a mantle of inspiration, which is a bonus action. I can give all of you guys up to 5 creatures 8 temporary HP. And you can immediately, right now, use your reaction to move up to your speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So if you wanted to reposition, you could. Or you just have...
Am I within 5 feet of anyone, Tim?
Yeah, because you were just up in the crow's nest as this is happening. So yeah, you're right up next to Penny and
oh, it's
Callie.
within 60 that you can see within 60 feet. I imagine most of them probably.
Yeah, that'd be everybody on the ship.
I'll stay put then.
And the bardic inspiration dice is a d6.
You don't get so you don't get the dice for this. You get 8.
Oh, you just get it.
You get 8 temp HP, and then you can move up to your speed as a reaction right now if you want to reposition.
There's how tall is the crow's nest? Gotta know.
The crow's nest is probably about 15 feet up.
Okay, great. In that case, fucking Florus is just gonna put himself fucking within 30 feet of everybody. Stop me if you heard this wrong.
If you stand kind of at the base of the
that's
mast,
exactly
like
where
the
it's
main
gonna be.
mast,
Base of the mast, right in the center. Fucking.
Yeah, that's everybody. Because the whole ship is about 60 feet long, so.
All the world's a ship. Simply sailors who strut upon. Anyways.
How close are we to... Are we still sailing, or did we get off the ship?
It's, yeah, like it basically, it's rising up has stopped the ship. Like it's sort of like, it came up almost underneath the ship, so it's pretty much right in front.
Oh, okay. I see. Darn, you know what's funny? I was going to take speak with animals, and I didn't. I didn't think we'd be dealing with animals. So instead, I'm going to use my action to cast Vicious Mockery and just say, "Hey, you stop that!"
That's good.
Ooh, yeah. Is there a save with Vicious Mockery?
It is. It's a whiz save. Save or suck.
That's a 17.
Oh yeah, so then nothing happens.
Speak? Yeah, I was gonna say, does it have to be able to speak your language?
Oh, that's also a good point.
It just snaps its giant pincers.
It need not understand you, no. So it's just
nice.
It just needs to save.
That's the intent. But yeah, it was a 17.
Oh, damn. Okay. Then I guess I'll spend my movement, I assume, which is just like, even though nothing happens, turning the ship rudder to see.
Yeah, you can kind of bring it up alongside, like, because you're right now, it's like the bow of the ship is pointed at it.
Oh, it didn't beach us yet?
Kind of, but yeah, like it's right in front of the ship, so you could like maneuver the ship so the side.
I'll
of
try
the
to
ship
broadside it then.
Yeah, okay. You kind of shift the whole ship
turn.
kind of so your broadside faces the front of the crab. All right, it is Penny's turn.
Okay, I am up in the crow's nest, going to grab one of the ropes, and for my movement, I would basically like to just kind of like swing the rope down and try and get myself down on the deck rather than use my movement.
I'll have you make an acrobatics check.
Yeah, you're going to do that for sure. With a plus 13, that is going to be a 19.
19, yeah, oh yeah, it's very swashbuckling.
Yes.
As you swing down and land on the ship with a flourish.
Much swash, much buckle. And then what I am going to do is I am going to... I am going to use... am I still away from this crab? If I'm...
The way that it, because you're broadsiding it, it's basically, 5 feet off of the edge of the ship.
Okay. So
you can kind of stand on the side and swipe out at its pincers if you want.
I am gonna start moving towards the crab. I'm gonna draw my rapiers, but I'm also, because I have attuned to it, I'm gonna activate my Ring of the Multiverse because I never do this in main campaign, and I'm going to do it now.
Do it.
No, it's not a D20, it's a D12.
D12.
Do you have that in main campaign?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think you're attuned to it though in main campaign.
No, I have other things that are much more important to be attuned to.
What does it do?
Okay, so it's a ring that allows Neppy to call across her bonded souls across the universe, and I get an ability from one of them that I get to use at some point during, like, once per day as an action. Okay.
Her bonded souls are her other characters from various campaigns.
To me, this is a gift for me and our very first birthday one-shot. That is a 5. Okay. Ooh. This is from Seish, my Horizon Walker Ranger.
Seish.
We love Seish. Also a pirate. You gain the effects of the spell Haste.
Oh, fuck
That can
yeah.
be activated once during combat. And I'm assuming that's another action.
We'll say it's a free action to activate it.
Then I am absolutely going to activate Haste right now. Also say a big thank you to Absolute 20 Pod who just came in for a raid. Hello, friends. Welcome in. We're fighting a
Thank
big
you for that
crab.
raid.
We're pirates.
Crab.
And so I am assuming that I can take an action right
You
now.
can take an attack action. Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
going to take an attack action. I'm going to hit it with Dawn first. One of my rapiers. You see Penny kind of swipe across with this rapier that is gold that has a white pommel and stone at the end. That's cocked. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So this is I believe I get sneak attack on this because I'm a swashbuckling rogue, even though there is nobody next to it.
No one else is in melee with it yet.
Nobody else is in melee with it. And that is not instead of, but in addition to the other ways that you can use sneak attack. So that's great. This is what, 5d6? Oh my gosh, rogues are so fun.
So sweet.
Okay, so 6, 12, 17, 21, 23, 26, plus 6 is 32 points of damage for my first hit. And then because I took dual wielding as a feat, I'm going to hit with Dusk with my other rapier that has it has a obsidian and black pommel as well. That is going to be also a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah, absolutely.
And so that's just 1d8. That is going to be 10 points of slashing damage.
All right, you see like your first hit kind of slams into the pincer, and you can see the crack form, and then your other one you kind of slash across the exposed kind of inner flesh inside this crab's pincer. All right, it is Florus's turn.
You say this is a legendary scrapper?
I mean, as far as like folklore, yes.
It's infamous. All right, we'll play this slow. He's just gonna. So we got Calliope and our man Finin up top, and then Penny and. Okay. Yeah. Here's what Florus is gonna do. He's just gonna sort of take everything in, and he's gonna close his eyes, and he's gonna give a big old. And when he opens his eyes again, you feel Calliope, Khale, Finin, and Penny feel what might be considered let me make sure that I have the text on these right. An emboldening bond, I believe it's called. Yes, emboldening bond. You feel this warmth in you as you feel the bond of teamwork that connects all of you. And for once on each of your turns, once per turn, so you can do this on every turn. You know what I mean? Like, not just your turn, but like fucking somebody does something, you can use it. You can use a D4 on an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Whoa.
Nice.
And here's a fun one. As a reaction, if any of you four take a hit, anyone within 30 feet who is connecting the bond can teleport to within 5 feet and take the damage as a reaction.
Whoa, cool.
Nice.
And for all the folks,
What are you?
I'm a peace cleric. Cleric of Peace. And that's my turn. I stay under the ship mast where I can where I can, look out for everybody. And
All right. All right. It is the keel breaker crab, or the legendary scrapper. Its turn. It's going to use first its whale. You watch as the figureheads on the ships. You watch as they emanate this kind of like sound blast that echoes out. And let's see what it does. All right. I need, because you're all within 60 feet, I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
And a D4. Anybody who just got emboldened.
Is this either charmed or frightened, Tim?
No.
Wait, what save? Sorry,
Con plus a D4.
Con save.
16.
I don't have a D4 with me. Shit. Can someone roll a D4 for me?
Yep.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, I rolled a natural 19.
It was a 1.
Also roll a D4
So
for me?
22 for me.
That was a 4 for
22,
you,
16.
Len. 18 for Florus.
18,
Flirty 20 for Penny.
17 for Khale.
17.
22.
Nice. And Cotus?
16.
16. Oh, yeah. So everyone succeeds. 16 was the DC. As you feel like you're like this piercing wail, kind of like you feel your muscles kind of tense up, but then you kind of release it. But you do take some thunder damage. You take 4 points of thunder damage because it was 8 halved.
It's impossible to be tense when Florus is on board. Really keeps us all relaxed.
And then the crab is going to go ahead and make some pincer attacks on you, Penny.
Get it. Come for me. Do it.
Is Penny in the warding bond group?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Emboldening bond, yeah.
Cool.
That's 25 for the first one.
Yes.
All right.
18's the number to beat.
All right. So we'll do. So that is 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
As the claw comes down, Finin throws his shield and it bounces against the claw and back into his arm as I use projected ward. I'm going to use my arcane ward to take that damage instead and return to my arm.
Okay.
She takes no damage.
Okay,
All right.
Captain.
And my ward goes down to 5, I think.
Nice. All right, and then it's going to try to come around with its other one. That is a 19 to hit.
That just hits. Well, one above, yeah. It's my 18's the number to beat.
All right. That's 20 points of, or no,
Can
so
I
24
take
points
this?
of bludgeoning damage.
With
24?
With the reaction, can I take this? Can I have
You teleport over there.
Teleport over there.
So you
Should I
teleport
just-
over there. You feel the kind of crunch. You are also grappled, Callie,
Okay.
as it picks you up and raises you 10 feet in the air over the ship.
Sounds good.
And that is it for its turn. It is now Khale's turn.
Through all of this, as the ship kicked up and everything, Khale stood completely still, sort of like water hitting him, dripping out of his beard, no reaction. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he sprints forward. He pulls the sword from behind him, he pulls the shield, and he jumps off the prow of the boat. And just as you dip below vision, you hear this mechanical sound, and he comes up. He's got massive sort of mechanical wings that spread out from behind him.
Khale can fly.
Khale can fly.
And then I will use my wings as my bonus action. And for my action, I will cast Spirit Guardians. As the wings sort of come out, you notice all of these little hawks start to flit with me and fly along with me as I zoom towards the crab.
I'm so excited when we get to meet Nyxal in Exalted. I'm so stoked. This is dope.
Awesome. All right. And is that everything you want to do for your turn? Because I think Spirit Guardians takes effect on its turn, right?
Yeah.
Like when it first enters that area.
Yeah, if it starts its turn
Starts
its
turn in that area.
Yeah. Exactly. So I will fly so that it starts its next turn in that area.
Cool. It takes up quite a bit of space, so you're good there. All right, Finin, you're up.
Feels not necessarily super great, but I'm going to step forward and point my finger out, and the crew would know, but we'd be seeing this for the first time. When battle starts, Finin becomes extraordinarily like less like stuttery and nervous, and he's like, because his whole life he's been training in the military, and he goes, "Let go of my friend," and I'm going to cast a banishment, which is an abjuration spell, so it adds 8 to my bond, my ward, and it needs to make a charisma saving throw of.
I'm going to UC as Finin casts that spell. From under my cloak, I'm going to use my reaction to harmonize and increase the DC by 1. Yes, Finin! You can do it, Finin!
It's a DC 17 then.
That was a big 4.
It is
4.
banished.
And the water displaces as it disappears, as the whole thing, like, you feel the ship kind of list forward, actually list to the side, like almost capsizing. I will need a group check I'm gonna have everyone do a sleight of hand check to see if you can keep this ship from, like, if you can all kind of activate your sailing skills to keep this ship from capsizing, from just like the amount of water that's been displaced. The whole thing kind of lists over.
All gets an added D4 except Cotus.
Tim,
What do you want
this
me to
might
roll,
be a
Tim?
bad time to say that Finin was also actively trying to get out of the crow's nest.
Okay,
So-
disadvantage
No.
then.
Cool.
17.
What should I roll, Tim? Because I'm not on the boat.
Yeah, you can make a. You can still make a sleight of hand check because you're flying. You'd be able to grab some of the sails.
The sleight of
Okay.
hand. We're all
Okay.
rolling sleight of hand.
Hell yeah.
17 total.
Okay.
Even with
Nice.
disadvantage.
19.
Right.
30.
17.
So I rolled a natural 20 and a 4 on the D4, so 24.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you're like, you have all been at sea long enough, and you're so practiced as a crew together. Your instincts kind of naturally kick in as, like, you watch as Khale kind of flies over, like grabbing the rope and like pulling the main mast. As you watch as like his muscles kind of strain against it. As you all a few of you grab the anchor from the deck and toss it over the other side to kind of counterbalance, and the rest of you kind of pull up some of the cargo and things like that to try to kind of counterbalance the weight, and you do manage to kind of level it off as the water kind of like kind of this huge spout shoots out and rains down on the ship.
So Finn was leaving the crow's nest, so I feel like there's a good, because I was trying to get down to everyone so that I could be shield boy with everyone.
Yeah.
That was going to be my movement. I feel like that was the intent, and it was going to happen anyway, and the thing is maybe throwing it off a little bit. So what do I need to do here?
I'll have you make an acrobatics check as to see if you can land. It's not at disadvantage because you succeeded on your sleight of hand check. So you managed to grab one of the ropes on your way down.
16
Plus 4.
plus 4 plus 4, so 24.
Yeah, you managed to kind of like, you just hang on and kind of spin around and land on the deck
Shield
of the
up.
ship, and you're all right.
I would want to be next to Penny and Calliope.
Yeah.
Shield up.
Yeah. The creature is banished.
Captain, we should boogie.
It'll be back in a minute.
All right, you got it. And I'm gonna.
You're at the Eye of Daylight is here. Like,
Oh,
this
it's
is
here.
where, yeah.
Oh,
we're
great.
good. Can
Well, we can't
I-
outrun it.
Should
Also,
I go
how-
take a look around?
Is it sitting at is the banished space like right in front of where we need to go, basically?
It's next to the ship, so the coast where you would like you can see now the debris, the floating debris of a ship, is kind of a little bit farther in. You're sort of like the archway goes out maybe about 100 feet, so the coast is about 100 feet away.
Now that the boat has been sort of stabilized, Khale's gonna fly out and see what he can see.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Make an investigation check.
Also, thank you, Mad Bird Streams, for the raid. Kaka Raiders, hello, welcome in. Penny's gonna stand exactly like at the edge, and if that thing comes back, I am going to ready my action. Just continually ready my action to hit the crap out of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna ready my action to stun it when it comes back.
Dirty 20.
Hit it.
Yeah. You can see there are. It does look like a ship, and like ship debris that's fairly recent. It looks like you can see some of the like supplies and things like that look like fresh supplies, and it has been broken apart. You can see some floating robes that are kind of grayish and brown, and a few what look like dead crew members kind of floating in the water.
But no sign of another ship.
No, just the one.
I will fly back and relay what I saw.
Should we just drive in and try to dock then? Is this far enough, you think?
I don't know if we can outrun it, Captain. We might
It's
just have
really up to
ready
you,
it.
Captain.
It's up to you.
If we leave the ship, it does look like it eats ships. We might be safe, but it might eat the ship.
If we go onto close enough to shore, it might not be able to follow.
But the ship will be left.
I'm not leaving my boat.
Tim, do we have cannons?
Roll a d100.
Great question.
You have up to 100 cannons.
That's what the roll is, yes.
That is what the roll is.
Putting further beyond, up to 25.
25. You have
25
one cannon.
cannons.
Yeah, you have
Oh.
one 25 barreled cannon.
Yes.
Duff, 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 duff.
Okay. Who on the ship fires a cannon? Why do I feel like it's Finin? Why do I feel like Finin knows how to fire the cannon?
Yeah, that clocks.
He probably is the person who maintains all the equipment.
Yeah, I was gonna say you spend all your time in the,
As the
bottom of the
quartermaster.
ship anyway. All right. Finin, get below. Ready the cannon.
If I'm below, I won't be able to protect people.
We have everything up here. It's fine.
You gotta
Okay.
blast it. Go, Finin. You got it.
And I'm
I will
gonna
run down.
try
the
to
cannon.
pilot the ship like so it's always sort of broadside with wherever it vanished.
Okay.
I'm going to drop the spell on my count. Are you ready?
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to stop concentrating on
I was hoping you were
banishment.
going to start really 30, 29.
Did you move the ship before you did that, or are you doing that where you are? Like, so that like your companions up top are within melee range.
I feel like in like the conversation time, I probably would have piloted the ship like in a semicircle. So maybe like by the time that it popped up, we're sort of on the side of it.
Okay, great.
Still
Yep, yep.
broadside to it.
Yep.
Kind of just run around that way.
I would drop concentration and immediately fire the cannon.
All right. Well, yeah, I assume you're all holding an action.
Yeah.
So you can all take a turn before we jump back in we'll jump back in at Finin's initiative. So
How much time went by, Tim, just out of curiosity?
probably about 30 seconds. It's been pretty
Okay.
quick.
So my haste is still up?
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Heck.
So we'll start up at Cotus, and then we'll work our way down.
All
So
right,
Cotus, Penny, Florus, Khale.
As
Finin,
we're, I guess, on the side of it, let's be like, "Hey, Crab Shack, over here!" And a vicious mockery.
Oh, it's a wisdom save.
It's a wisdom
Oh,
save.
yeah. That's only a 6.
Sick. 2d4. Worth it.
As it's like.
Doesn't vicious mockery also make it have disadvantage on something, or
That might
It
be
has-
specific.
And have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end
Yeah.
of its turn. Yeah, it does. I didn't even know
Fun
that.
time.
Cool.
Amazing.
Okay.
because
yeah,
it's so
it takes-
shook by your word?
Yeah.
It's like
It takes
see, it's like
6 damage.
beady eyes. Kind of look down. All right. It is Penny's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it first with Dawn. That's not. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay, great. So
You
that
can
will
add
be-
d4s to your attack rolls,
Okay, well, that's good to know. I didn't roll it
but
with
just
that
one. Just
Just
one
one.
per turn.
I will do that on the next one.
Everybody gets one.
Everybody
Oh,
gets
that
one.
was a bad sneak attack roll. 2, 5, 7, 10, 13 plus 8 is 21.
Nice.
Plus 6 is 27.
Gets a bad sneak attack roll, almost does 30 damage.
And then I'm going to hit with Dusk for my offhand.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be a 21. And then that is going to be 12 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to take my hasted action and I'm going to hit it again.
Okay.
That is going to be a 28 to hit. And this one, I'm assuming I've already done my sneak attack this round. That is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, so you carve away at the carapace, and you start to see more and more of that, like the blood seeping out in the flesh underneath. All right, it is Florus's turn.
Florus is gonna reach out his hand and just point it towards the creature and just say, "You don't want to fight this fight." And he's gonna try to cast blindness on it.
Oh,
okay.
He's gonna try to get it to
Some
not
wisdom?
use its eyeballs. Constitution. I imagine this crab is gonna be pretty rad at it.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Oh, Tim, my DC is 17.
Sorry. He's a hearty crab.
Hardy boy.
Meaty, hearty crab.
It's worth a shot.
Meaty crab.
All
Already
right.
hard to see.
Kale, you're up.
Kale will just fly back at it, and I will. Actually, you know what I will do? I'm not sure what I was gonna do, but then I remembered. There's so many new things. I am going to.
No, Via, you can't eat dice.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly at it, and as I come close to it, I'm gonna swoop down, and as I swoop down, I'm gonna turn very suddenly, and as he turns, the wing whips around, and the wings themselves seem to be made up of metal feathers, and as he whips around, the feathers come loose and like projectiles shoot at the crab.
Classic.
And I'm going to
Dex
use
Gave
my
Giannis missiles?
yes.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh, that is
damage.
That is a failure. So that is 5d6 slashing damage.
Oh shit!
Bananas, what's that? Something fun.
It's part of the Wings of Nyxal.
20 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
And then
Dang.
just to be do I have anything I can do? No, I think that's it. Yeah, I will just loop around and try and sort of be like a distraction, sort of draw its attention, like a buzzing bug above its head.
All right. Finin, you're up.
Tim, as soon
Firing
as
the
I
cannon.
fire the cannon, I did roll
Yeah.
a d20 and I rolled a natural 20.
Hey.
All right, so we'll say the cannon
I
does...
feel like because the cannon is right up in its undercarriage.
It does 2d8 bludgeoning damage, so 48 bludgeoning damage.
I have d8s because Finin uses d8s. I brought the dice that Finin uses. 9, 16, 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
21. Yeah, as you hear like a massive crack as the whole shell, like you watch as this like giant crack rips up the whole shell, as the whole creature kind of like shudders and shakes. It is barely hanging on. All right, it is.
I don't have any bonus action spells that I know. So
Callie, you're up.
that's it for me.
You muted, my dear.
I am muted, you are so right. I am going to punch it with my fists.
Big punch.
Big punch.
I cast punch.
Cast punch. Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta hit it twice, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
You can hit it 4 times.
Flurry of blows
Flurry of blows, technically.
to use a key point. Make your first 2 attacks.
Yeah, see how you do.
I've been sitting here just like reading this. Still don't understand any of it. It's what I've been. 19 to hit,
That hits.
and then 18 to hit.
Is
Those
it
both
blind?
hit.
It is not.
No, it is not.
Oh, okay.
Roll the damage for your first 2 attacks first.
Okay. 9 and 7.
That's enough. How do you want to finish this crab off?
Crack it.
Yeah, she's Are we in a storm at all? In any way?
The water is like, it's not super stormy, but there's a lot of waves and things like that.
I feel like her hair would just be like whipping around her because she's like long white hair. Her eyes are like glowing blue, and her mom's like the storm, the Callista, and so she'd just be like right in her element. I feel like, and she'd just like, because she teleported to like Penny, and then she would just, I feel like, just go like just 2 quick punches and like be like, we're done.
So you watch like as the like huge crack appears, the pincers kind of like come across to like protect itself, and you watch as like you land 2 blows and kind of like redirect the momentum of both of the claws into its own body as it just like spears itself in the like soft meat that's now exposed. As you watch the whole thing kind of like there's this like horrible shriek as it like cracks apart and blood just like spills out of the ocean into the ocean, and it is dead.
As Penny stands on the edge, like Penny hops up on the edge of the boat, like holding on to the rigging, and looks down at the sinking crab. You know, they pay good money for crab. Back in the harbor, we missed our calling, hauling those in. Looks like we're here, Captain. That's the Eye of Dela.
Let's get ready to make land.
All right, so you pull the boat over and kind of make land. It's fairly deep. It's quite rocky, but like this area is fairly deep around the Eye of Dela. Yeah, Florus.
Florus doesn't do any of the rigging or anything as we're coming in. He stands at the edge of the boat, says a big old prayer for the big old crab. Just like a single tear rolls down his face that his bloodshed couldn't be avoided. That's how Florus lets the boat get in.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Also,
And,
thank you everyone for making us number 1 in D&D tonight as a
Whoa!
regular. So much fun.
We're coming for you, Mercer.
Nice, we're coming.
Mercer.
Dare you
Bit
to
by
stream on
bit.
Saturday. I dare you.
Watch out, Mercer. Watch out.
But also be safe.
Also, please don't stream on a Saturday.
Yeah,
God, please.
Mercer, if
No, I
you
dare
don't
you.
mind, not.
You guys
doing
have
that.
Thursdays all locked
Have
up.
it.
Just
Wednesdays, Saturdays. I dare you.
Be safe on like any other day. Any other day.
So you make anchor, and you manage to make it to the shore where you can see the debris is kind of like bumping up against the rocks. It is quite kind of rocky in this area, but you do find a spot where you can kind of hop off and take the rowboat over to a landing.
Sick. I'll drop anchor and start prepping the rowboat.
We row that boat.
Yeah, you make landing, and you can see the kind of like reddish rock mountains, and you can see there is like on the shore, there is a bit of blood. There is a bit of blood.
Can I?
Captain, why don't I take a look?
Yeah, that's
Can I
probably
use
the best.
investigation to kind of see if I can pick up a trail or take
Can
a
I
look
do
around?
the hell investigation?
Yeah.
And I'll give her guidance.
Heck yeah.
My microphone cut out. Did I?
We heard you.
Help.
You got the help.
Cool,
Yeah.
Wait, that's advantage. Investigation is a
Plus a D4.
9. Heck yeah. Here we go. All right, I'll take that 18 plus the guidance for 2 for 20 plus the 9 is 29. Thank you, folks.
9. So you see there looks to be signs of a struggle here. You can see where there are some dead crew members kind of bumping up against the rocks. And you see here on this landing, it looks like there was a scuffle of some kind. And there is a trail of blood that leads up farther into the mountains. Do you follow the trail, I assume?
Yeah, and I'd look around and stealthy as we can.
They should have
Don't
been
want-
safe.
Don't want to get ambushed.
You see there are a number of footprints as you kind of head up. You follow the trail of blood, and you see after about 20 minutes of kind of making your way up into what appears to be a mountain pass, you see as you kind of come around a corner, you can see two figures lying on the ground. One looks to be rather small, and one looks to be like a female sailor of some kind. They're not moving.
Wait, I would love to check for undead. What's that cleric thing that you do?
Eyes of the Grave?
That's only
Or
for
that's
grave
a
cleric.
grave cleric.
Oh.
But I think there's a...
Divine Sense is a paladin thing.
Oh, okay. I'm getting all my... Yeah, then Letter's not having an ability to test that. Would love to head over to make sure that these individuals are like, how are they doing? Big old medicine check.
Yeah, you can make a medicine check.
I'll basically give Florus, try and give Florus some cover.
Fucking duck. It's a loud-
Wait, real quick. I think... Nope, never mind. I thought I took medicine as a proficiency, but I didn't.
Okay. You don't need a ton of medical knowledge to know that they are dead. As you come over, there is a large pool of blood that you can see in the dirt. And as you kind of move them, you see, as you sort of roll them over, the smaller figures kind of on top. As you roll them over, you see that like they kind of come apart, and you can see the smaller figure has kind of let go what looks like a almost like a... I don't know if you've seen these creatures yet in your adventures. You've heard of them, and you kind of put it together that this is probably a petch. Kind of grayish skin, rock-like almost, kind of smaller. And you can see he has a rapier that has pierced him through the chest. And it's still kind of like the hilt, like the back of it is broken off, but you can see the hilt now exposed in his chest. And his eyes kind of glazed over. And you see the female on the ground looks to be a sailor. She's wearing kind of finer like garb. And you can see like she has two small picks that have been driven into her eyes. And that seems to be the kind of the main cause of this huge blood pool.
So thank you, Drankenback, for the raid. You came in a very intense moment.
Thanks, Drank.
What you make of this?
Can we...
dead.
Gathered as much.
Do we recognize the female?
You can make a history check, sure.
I'll give the help action as I look through my notes.
Through the minutes.
Thank you for that. Do I? No, the D4 would be gone. History. That is an 18.
18. You suspect that's Cordelia's shade. As you kind of look at her finery, and you can see kind of a crumpled hat under her shoulder, and you kind of take a look on her garb, and you can see that embroidered on the inside of her jacket is the word shade. And you suspect
I have
this
to
is...
pop out for just a sec. I think I need to take the dog out. I'll be right back.
You suspect that this is Cordelia's shade.
Looks like Cordelia turned on the earth folk.
The question is this the king?
I mean, if she's
Judging
dead, does that mean job done?
Judging by the figure, the smaller figure, you can see he's wearing armor. Like it looks to be kind of like finely crafted. It almost looks like leather, but like whatever type of leather that it is almost has like a rocky kind of quality to it.
Would you say it's got a chitinous quality to it?
Not quite. It's more like the whatever hide of this creature, and you can see the way like it's sewn together. It looks like it's maybe got a lot of arms, and like kind of thick rock-like hide.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do an investigation check around this to just kind of see if I can't pick up any clues?
Sure, make an investigation check for me. We'll say that
There's
Penny
a-
gives you the help action too.
It's very good because the first one was going to be a
Take a guidance. Take a guidance.
take a guidance. Can you roll a d4 for me then?
You bet I can. I can.
You know,
Is
take a
that-
guidance, leave a guidance.
+1.
26, 27.
26, 27. So 27, you take a look around and you can see there are more footprints kind of scuffled off that seem to continue on farther into the mountain pass. And you can see there are small footprints and larger footprints as well. And it looks as though, as you kind of take a look, you also notice signs of bindings that were likely on this smaller creature's arms. But it seems like he maybe broke those and attacked Cordelia. And in that tussle, they killed each other.
Yeah. I'll relay this nervously to the rest of the group.
If they're dead,
Can we
then who's
tell-
left?
Sorry, what was that?
If these two are dead, then who's left?
Well, the king. We still have to get the king. Finin, can you tell how long ago this was?
Tim?
Seems relatively recent.
Seems pretty
Like,
recent.
not probably within maybe 6-8 hours.
And then I think we should keep moving.
The blood is cooling, but it's recent enough that it hasn't congealed much.
Alright, then we're burning daylight. Let's go.
All right.
I'll start heading off towards the footprints.
All right. I'll have whoever's kind of marking the footprints, I'll have you make a survival check for me, please.
Who's good at that?
I am. No, if you want to take that, I was doing the investigation, but
I can give you the help. I got +6.
I would acquiesce to the captain because that's infinite.
Sounds like Captain's the guy.
I'm the guy. Oh
Sorry
yeah,
about that, everyone. I'm back.
23.
23. So you are able to kind of follow this, and it looks like both sets of footprints were running and it seems like there was kind of a sprint, and there looks like there was 3 sets of smaller footprints and 2 sets of larger footprints. And you follow these for probably a couple hours. It seems like it was a long chase and through this kind of narrow canyon. And up ahead, you can see it opens up a little bit. And as you get a little bit closer, you can see there looks to be two more bodies up ahead. Just kind of from the shape of them, you have, one of you can take a closer look if you want.
Wait a second.
What do you think, Florus?
I want to check for traps. And
Would
I
you like
will.
me to do that?
No, I got this. And I'll
All right.
cast Detect Traps. Are there traps?
There is a trap.
Watch out. There's a trap.
I will
I
wizard
couldn't
watch.
tell you
That's all
where it
vision,
is
isn't it?
or how it works, but it's here.
I
got a
will
sense.
wizard watch and do an investigation check to try and find that
Absolutely,
trap.
make an investigation check.
Would you like help with that, Finin?
Fucking clerics showing up.
If you're willing to provide it, sure.
Nebby just jingles some thieves' tools in her hand, or Penny just jingles some thieves' tools. Yeah, let's take a look.
And I put my
I'll,
hand
So help
on
action.
Finn's
I'll
shoulder
give you advantage.
and I say, "You've got everything you need. Knowledge that there are traps."
Yeah, could you roll the d4 for me? Thank you very much.
Yeah, you got it.
Also,
That's
while
a
they're
+1.
rolling, just so you know, and what you missed was it looks like the smaller Petch looked like a warrior and Cordelia killed each other. It looks like they were bound and he escaped, and in the fight they killed each other.
The advantage got me to a 16, so the +1 is a 17. The +8 is a 25.
25. You
There we
can
go.
see you notice there is at the kind of mouth of this thing, there is a you can tell that the ground, there's a little bump, and it looks like there's maybe a buried rope of some kind. You can just kind of see the edges of the fibers.
Penny, I can find the traps, but I can't do much about them. I know you're very good at that part.
That's why
It's
we're
right
such a
here,
good
and I just
team.
pointed out where the bump is.
That's why we're such a good team.
It's right here. You
Uh,
step on it.
I go to work on the trap.
Epi,
Okay.
you have everything you need. Knowledge of the location of a trap.
You're so kind, Florus. I
You
don't know what
can
I'd do without you.
Make a sleight of hand check to try to disarm the trap.
Boy, and then with guidance.
Yeah. Fucking
Oh,
casting
they're
Find
traps.
Traps is the most satisfying thing I've ever done
So
in my entire
good.
fucking 14 years of playing D&D.
So good.
27.
27. So you you just you disable the trap because you realize it's the whatever this rope is pulled quite taut. So you kind of lean back and you cut the rope and you hear this kind of and you watch as two boulders kind of slam together and crack up against each other twice as they kind of pull back. And you can see they have been kind of rigged up to do that.
Is that a first level spell?
Second.
Oh my
Second
god, it's
level.
such a bad spell. If it's a second level spell, it should last for a minute, and you know when the trap it pings when you're near a
been
trap.
no errata for
I
Pine
don't
Trap.
think so.
Such a dog shit
You can
spell.
cast hold person, invisibility, silence, charm, all second level.
All
Yeah.
cleric spells, all fun.
All not as good.
So
Find
as-
Traps is the best because
as
it doesn't
the-
actually find them. You get to know the general nature of it.
as
Find
they crash in
existence
front,
of trap.
Penny looks back at the group and she goes, I think that's what they call a rock concert, right? Huh? No? Right. Unless we keep going.
Yeah, no, I like that one. That's good. Keeps
That was just for
morale
you,
high.
Cotus.
I hear people
don't-
get stoned at those.
And in the
Nice.
spirit of
I don't
the gravel
understand.
boy emanating across the universe, Penny just holds out a low 5 for Florus as she walks past.
I skin it.
So as you head through, you can see there are two larger, human size figures on the ground in this kind of opening. They're also
Medicine
not
check.
moving.
What's their vibe? How'd they die?
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Fucking 14.
14. You can see you kind of piece together a few things. You can see there's a few boulders around, kind of larger, not huge boulders, but larger stones. And you can see there is blood around them. And as you kind of come closer, you can see their heads have been smashed. It looks like they've been bludgeoned with fairly large rocks.
They're dead.
Are
What
these
are they?
pets or are they? Yeah, sorry.
These look to be more sailors. The two that were pursuing the patch.
Oh, the three
we've
smaller
got-
sets and the two big sets.
I worry that if we don't announce ourselves, we might cause a miscommunication, because we are looking for the king of the Earth Elemental Plane for his safety. But they might think that we're pursuing these folk.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Do you want me to scout on ahead, see what I can find before we go any further? Happy to go sneaky quiet
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, as long as it's okay with you. Yeah, I'll we're continuing down this path or this tunnel.
Yeah, it opens up into kind of the side of a mountain. It's a much larger pass. It's not like a narrow canyon anymore. It kind of opens up into a larger pass.
I am going to do that. If someone could roll that for me, thank you. I'm just gonna go make sure my dog doesn't give my cat heck as she has wandered down the hallway. That is going to be.
Wait, you're in the
stealth?
same house?
I know.
What?
Stealth
Know
is
each
going
other?
to be a 26.
That's a deep fake.
Yeah.
Do
I'll be
all
right
that
back.
Shit online.
That's true. It's really elaborate green screen work.
Good.
26, you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you kind of sneak ahead, and you're sticking pretty close to the edge of this mountainside, but it's fairly open and exposed. As you kind of continue on, you get ahead about 10 minutes, probably.
Mhm.
And you can hear some voices in the distance, kind of echoing off the mountain.
Can I make out what they're saying?
You hear kind of a muffled, like, "Oh, you got it all wrong. No, it's please."
And I like, how far back down the path are they? Like
10 minutes behind you.
I like double dash my way back. I like book it back and then tell everyone to make post haste going forward.
Let's go.
We mosey.
Okay.
Mosey.
So you all sprint ahead, and you get to where
Can
you
we
all
stealth when we get close?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can all make a group stealth check.
Oh, this is exciting.
Are Penny and Calliope now the stealthiest people in the party? I think so.
I mean, I might give you a run for the money.
That's right, you're not wearing armor.
Well, what'd you get?
21.
No,
20.
Adam, what'd you get your ox cord?
I rolled really well. I got a 22.
Oh, nice.
12.
23.
19.
9.
Chunk.
There's that cleric.
Me and Kale trip over each other. Ugh.
So you head forward, and you get to the spot where you were, and you kind of sneak a little farther ahead, and you can see there is like kind of a little depression, and you can see there is a large boulder, and you can see there's three petch tied up at the base of that boulder.
Do we see anyone interrogating them? Because I'd heard voices.
You can make a perception check.
Okay. That's going to be a dirty 20.
You don't see anybody around.
Find traps. Within 120 feet. Are there traps? And
What is their nature?
what is the general nature of the danger that is posed?
This is a gray area for me.
This includes the effects of the alarm spell or glyph of warding or some sort of
I'm
mechanical
gonna say
trap.
No, because is an ambush a trap? Is the question.
Well, it's not even that. Like it's. I will say you detect there is some kind of trap.
Trap.
Seems like
This is a trap.
similar to the last one, like a natural. It isn't
there's,
somewhat.
There's trap.
That's
here.
a trap for sure. Oh yeah, you've got a
Should-
trap right there.
Should I look for it, or
You've got everything you need. The knowledge
Okay.
of the existence of a trap.
I'm gonna do a wizard search?
Guidance.
I'll give him advantage on the investigation.
So you'll have to go down,
No,
to kind of
don't
take a
go.
look around.
It's a trap.
If not, it's just a perception check.
I'll look for the trap. I know it's there. If I can perceive my own damn trap. Oh, hell yeah, brother. That's a 31. Where's the trap?
31.
Show me this fucking.
You kind of
Kruha,
take a look
guide
around.
my eyes, and I
you-
fucking taste the dirt. I sniff the sky. I fucking swivel my little horse
You
ears.
sniff
like,
the sky.
Having spent enough time outdoors and in nature,
Love that
you
shit.
are
Fucking
familiar
love it.
with you're familiar with that, like some spiders make burrows in the ground,
Oh God.
Oh
Don't
my
care for
God.
spiders.
and you, as you're kind of looking, you notice that the dirt near the patch is just like it's been disturbed
Mm.
in a kind of larger way.
This is spider shit right here. That's a spider. This is a spider. This is a trapdoor spider. This is a trapdoor spider. We're getting trapped by a spider right now.
Should we just cool out to them then?
Well, spiders are very small, so it should not be a problem.
No, this is a big spider.
Wait,
This is a
let
big
me-
spider.
Like,
let me try something. And out of my little pouch on my side, I'm gonna pull out a piece of copper wire.
Nice.
I'm gonna pull it thin next to my mouth, and I'm gonna say, excuse me, sorry for bothering you. We're here to rescue the king. Would either of you know if the king is nearby, and I'm going to cast message on one of the
They are
page.
bound and gagged, so they're not able.
Let me have.
I don't think it's in their
look.
head. I think message they actually say it.
Can reply in a whisper that you can hear. Yeah.
So you just hear like.
Oh, they're bound and gagged, so that didn't work very well.
How far are they away from us?
They're probably about 90 feet.
But down
What
off
is the
ledge.
nature of their bindings? Like,
like-
are they all roped individually, or like
Yeah.
if one weren't?
I have a one last idea. How far away is this spider hole that Florus has pointed out?
The closest edge would be about 60 feet. Probably,
Great.
70.
Right in the middle of that hole. I'm just gonna let's see if there's any. I take out from my little pouch a small piece of obsidian, and then I clutch it in my fist, and I punch upwards, and I cast Erupting Earth.
Okay.
Oh my.
Shit.
As that happens, you hear kind of a like, and through the air, two large boulders sail through the air. One is aimed at you, Khale, and that is a 27 to hit.
Oh, shoot.
And one is aimed at you. We'll say Cotus. I think you had the second lowest stealth check.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
That one is an 18 on you, Cotus.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I have a very.
Are either of them within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, you're all grouped up.
Cool. I am going to protect the captain. I'm going to use my reaction to interpose myself. Can someone roll a d10 for me?
Oh
Gotcha.
yeah, brother. Oh,
Oh,
you got it.
Sean.
Oh, okay. 10.
So 14 damage will be reduced as I intercept.
Ooh. You all still also have 8 temp HP if you were not hit in that last fight.
37 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy jeebs.
my gosh.
Wowie zowie.
37 minus 14.
Does that
23.
require? Doesn't require a save of like a dex save or anything. right?
No. This is a boulder attack. As you look up and just kind of cresting over the ridge, you see two giant figures.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
You can resolve your erupting earth, and then we'll all roll initiative.
Yeah, so in a 20-foot cube centered on the point that I chose, each creature within that, so basically the spider hole, anything in that spider hole needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's not too bad. It's a 17.
That succeeds, so it's going to take half as much of 3d12 if someone wants to roll 3d12 for me.
I got you.
I do have a dice roller app on my phone as well. I realize I could.
But what's the fun? I'll roll the dice. I got it.
I like physical dice. Physical
We've
dice are
got
fun.
6, 12, and 20.
Oh, I thought you meant. I was like, dang, 6 and a 12.
20 total.
Yeah. 20 points of damage, half to 10 of anything that's inside that hole.
Yeah, you watch as it erupts out, and you watch this massive sand spider kind of erupt out and standing there. And I will have everyone roll initiative.
Yeah, brother.
I'm sorry if that was. I should have asked first.
Okay, here we go. Initiative. I don't need my dice. To really teach my dog not to eat my dice.
I'm rolling shit today. Just so you know.
Don't lick that, bub.
I didn't do very well either, so we might be
Nope.
rolling even Stevies here.
Do. Oh, I love this. I love this. This is my favorite combat music. There it is.
All right, 25 to 20.
24.
Boom, 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 boom.
20 to 15.
17.
18 for Cotus and 17 for Khale. All right, and then 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
8.
7.
This is probably Callie.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
8. And then
Callie, you have a
Finin.
+5 to your initiative.
Yes.
I have a
And
+4.
then Florus bringing up the rear.
I got you.
All right. So Penny, you are up first. Pets are 90 feet away from you. You're about 60 feet from the spider, and about 60 feet from the giants up on the hill.
So the giants are kind of up and around. Can I get up to
They're
them?
like up over the crest. Yeah, they're just up at the top of the crest.
60 feet. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna start going towards the spider. I think I'm gonna start heading down towards the spider. So I will take. I can get there, I think, in a dash with 60 feet.
Yep.
And then I am going to take my first attack with Dawn, and see if I can hit the spider.
Okay.
Or is the spider come out?
Yeah, the spider's up on the
erupted
ground
out.
now.
Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the spider.
He got it out of its trap door ambush. That's why I was like, trap door. I think that's a trap.
That's trap in the title.
That's a trap in the word.
There's a trap in the title. It's there.
Legally speaking.
21 to hit.
21 hits.
I just really want to roll a natural 20 these days. These rapiers do fun things when natural 20s happen. Okay, that is going to be plus sneak attack. Oh yeah. Okay, that is going to be 11 and 12, 15, 20, 25, and 29 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
The spider. I'm gonna try and try and slice the tendons in the back of its little jointy bend on one of its legs.
Yeah, it's got fairly large legs. As you kind of slash down on it.
I'm gonna go
it
in
kind
for
of
a
recoils
slide
bit.
and just kind of just kind of come in underneath with my first rapier.
Yeah, as you slide underneath, you get splashed with something on your face. It's kind of acrid and I don't know. It smells maybe good.
You just milk a spider, dude?
by
Dude, you just
accident.
milked the spider.
By accident. Yeah, and that's my turn.
All right. It is now the giant's turn. They're gonna throw some more rocks. They're gonna throw one. Yeah, they're gonna throw one at you, Finin, and another one at Khale. So the one at you, Finin, is 27.
That will hit.
And the one at you, Khale, is 31.
Yikes.
Doesn't hit. Yeah, that hits.
All right, so Finin, that's.
Could I use my reaction to project my ward at Khale so that I don't reduce the damage, but Khale does? So yeah, I'm gonna throw the shield, and it's gonna spin magically and hit the boulder, and then bounce off the ground and off a wall and back into my hand, and I'm gonna say, geometry.
All right, so you take 25 points of bludgeoning damage.
Absolutely.
And Khale takes.
He will take whatever damage you roll minus the 13 of my remaining ward.
We'll just use the same 25.
So he will take 12 and my ward goes to 0. But it still exists, so if I cast abjuration spells, it recharges.
Nice. All right. That's their turn. They're still up there. Cotus, you're up.
All right. How far away are they?
They're 60 feet up the hill, and the spider is 60 feet down in the depression.
60 feet. I love that number.
Same.
Both of you guys gotta chill out. It's drum circle time. I'm gonna cast Hold Person at 3rd level. Targeting both of them.
Oh, nice. Both the giants? Oh my gosh. I love this. All right, this is a wisdom save?
It is a wisdom save.
Nobody can ever play Cotus ever again. I'm
One on
sorry,
the left.
Tim. That's it.
The one on the left is a natural 20.
Oh.
And the one on the right is a... That's only 12.
Then the one on the right is paralyzed.
Nice.
Up to a minute as I'm concentrating. And then bonus action, I'll use the same. The same drumming to give a D8 of inspiration to Penny.
Nice. All right, and then it is Khale's turn.
Khale is going to I forget, is it a bonus action to pop my wings out?
Yeah, bonus action, pop wings. And I think you can only fly 20 feet now because you used 2 charges.
Yeah. No, I did use 2 charges. Did I put them away? Yeah, I would have put them away. Khale is just gonna run in. He's not gonna pop his wings. Actually, you know what I'm gonna... Sorry, I am gonna use my bonus action to pop my wings up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cast...
There's always time for more cowbell. Always.
I'm gonna take my sword and my shield and I'm gonna clang it against my shield and I'm gonna cast Banishment on the spider.
Nice.
Fuck out of here, spider.
Charisma save of
Fuck
16.
out of here, spider, dude.
Don't even go here.
That is a 19 minus 3.
So it still succeeds though, right?
Boo!
Yeah, fuck this spider, dude.
As it manages to kind of hang on.
I will then use my wings to sort of fly up and out of range.
Okay.
Or try and fly try and fly where it would be difficult to hit me with a boulder.
Okay.
So like 20
Fly.
feet up and back.
Okay. All right. It is now the spider's turn. It's going to attack you, Penny.
Yeah. Do it.
All right. So it's going to use its little impaling legs first.
Ooh.
Oh.
Jeez.
So the first one is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
And the second one's a natural 1.
Okay.
For that, and then we'll do the bite. So I'll do the damage for the... that is 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it's going to try to bite you.
My health right now is 69 hit points. Just
Nice.
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 That's a 25.
yes.
And that's
Not for long. No, it's not nice.
that's 17 points of piercing damage plus 14 points of poison damage. Actually, I need you to make a con save for me.
Okay. Do I have to take that 14? Yes.
Don't do it yet. It'll be half if you succeed.
You can add a D8 if you need.
Oh, yeah, I do. That's right. I am absolutely going to add a D8. Okay, that is going to be with, that's going to be a 17 for my
Yep.
Constitution.
That succeeds, so you take
Perfect.
7 points of poison damage.
You got it. Hoo-wee, that was a hurt. Ouch.
All right. It is now Callie's turn.
How far are the giants from me?
60 feet.
60 feet. Okay, I can get there. I can get up there. I'm going to
One of them is straight up paralyzed,
Mhm.
which I think gives you advantage on attack.
It's an auto crit.
It's an auto
Oh,
crit.
okay. So can I go 45 feet, which is my walking speed? And then
Oh,
can I
fuck.
use 1 point to dash as a bonus action on my turn?
Step of the wind.
Step of the wind.
Yeah, with the
Step
wind.
that wand.
And then can I flurry of blows? Can I attack the giant
Mhm.
that's there?
You can't flurry blows because you bonus
Yeah,
action.
'cause you use your
Right,
bonus
right,
action.
right, right,
So you can
right.
make
Two
two
hits
attacks
to get
twice.
I
over
can
there?
do 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Two
Thank
punch.
You did
Two
a
punch.
toot. Every time you step of the wind, you just do a little toot, and that gives you like a little.
A little.
No, yeah, it's auto crits, I think, because
They're
You
under
still
the
have you have
paralyzed
advantage. You have advantage to hit, and if you hit, it automatically crits.
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay. I have advantage to hit.
Mhm.
This was the Yana Torren combo. Yana would do. Oh no, this was. Didn't Callie do hold person? It was the Callie Torren combo. I swear you had a hold person like in the early days.
I
Nep-
did.
As a
Neppy has
paladin
I
of
still do.
vengeance, think.
I still do have it.
remember-
I don't know
I
how much I
remember-
used it though.
Torren getting like 4 crits off because Callie dropped a hold person on someone, and Torren just went, "I'm gonna punch a whole bunch of times."
Must punch.
That is going to be 27 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
And then for the second one, it's gonna be 19 plus 3.
That
21.
hits 22 or 22.
Oh, 22. Sorry, bad
Yeah,
math.
those
for me.
both hit.
Both hit. So what does that mean? Auto crit?
Yeah,
So
so
you
double
just
your dice.
automatically double the damage.
I just doubled my dice. Alright.
Damage dice. Yeah.
Damage dice.
And then add your
So if you're rolling d8s,
D6.
d6.
oh, you're rolling d6s. Yeah.
D6,
you're
so it'd be
rolling-
2d6 per hit.
Okay, cool.
4d6
cool,
all up plus 10, I guess. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause it's
that's-
dexterity.
Yep, sorry, let me grab more D6.
Do you need some? I can pass you some. I have a bunch of receipts.
No, I had so many. Thank you, though.
Oh, bunch.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Okay,
Cowbell?
that's for you.
No.
Yeah, we absolutely need
Dice are
cowbell.
bad.
Always need
No,
cowbell.
I don't.
I might need your cowbell in a second here, Cody.
You gonna summon
bongos?
some cows? Is that what you?
Need some goes?
To math. There's 12, 15, 19, so 29 points of
Nice.
damage.
Nice.
Yeah, as you just like kind of like you hit you hit him like right in the ribs. And you now see the other giant looks to be like an older female giant. And you're punching kind of like a younger male giant. And you hear the ribs kind of crack.
Oh, okay. I'm so scared to punch anyone in case I know them.
You don't know them.
All right.
Allie knows
And now it is Finin's turn.
I am going to step forward. I'm going to gesture and grab my hands and point forward, and then point again at the spider. I'm going to cast a 5th level banishment to banish the non-paralyzed giant and the spider. So charisma saves from both. Do you harmonize with that? Yeah. Big harmony.
Spider.
DC 17.
the
And my arcane ward increases by 10.
No, the spider failed.
Spiders
the
are gone.
Giant. That's natural or dirty 20.
Day 20.
Or no,
succeeds.
sorry, it's a 24. He has proficiency in that. Save.
Very nice.
24.
The giant is fine. The spider is gone for a minute.
Right.
Oh, wait. Is it native to this plane?
It is, yeah.
Okay. So it's gone for just a minute.
All right, it is Florus's turn.
Sorry.
Florus. We got a lot of people fighting, folks throwing rocks, spider on some people. Florus is gonna.
Sorry, just before that, the hold person, does he get to make a save because he took damage?
Let me read that out. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom
Each of
saving
its
throw, but it's not on damage. It's just at the end
Okay,
of the
cool.
turn.
Sorry.
That's Tasha's laughter.
Florus, you're up.
Florus is gonna walk out 30 feet to get sort of within 30 feet of everybody. Classic. And he's gonna be like, "Hey,
I don't think you can get within 30 feet of everyone.
sure I can. They're 60 feet away. They're 60 feet
They're
away.
60 feet up and 60 feet down. So
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
yeah.
Penny's down with the spider. Calliope's up with the giant.
Is one or the other, Tim?
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Come on, man.
All right. Well, I
mountains are-
rolled-
Choose who's your favorite, and this is not characters. This is who's your favorite person in real life.
This guy.
Nice.
No, good call. Good call.
Hey, we're the crew of the good ship Blackwater. We're here to rescue a king. I don't think we necessarily have to be fighting right now. I reckon we're gonna go deal with this spider. Everybody be cool. And I'm gonna cast I can't Fuck. All right. I'm gonna mosey towards Penny. So mass healing. Cause who's hurt? It's Penny.
Me.
Yeah. Everybody but you, Lennon. Everyone's gonna get hell yeah, 9 points of healing as I'm using my bonus action. And would that like little interaction count as my action?
Yeah, you can make a persuasion check.
I'd love that. We'll try to use our words.
Can I give advantage with my cowbell? I'm proficient in persuasion.
The help action is an action.
Yeah, it's an action, so
we just got
not a
do this
reaction.
raw, baby.
My bad.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure there's a
hell
class
yeah.
that does the help reaction though.
16.
16.
Oh wait, sorry, 26. I did bad
26.
math.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. It is Penny's turn.
It's probably
Oh, the spider is gone.
For the time being, yeah.
I see the petch tied up.
Mhm.
I am gonna run over, and I am going to, I'm gonna.
Lennon, you did get 9 points. Because the range was 60 feet, so I got everybody before I moved. You're good.
Amazing. I am gonna go down and I am gonna remove their gags first. And I'm gonna look at the one that looks. I'm gonna try and figure out which one looks the most important of the three of them.
Make a perception.
Make
Oh,
a
you
Culkin
can't tell the
check.
You
difference.
can.
Which one looks the most like Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah,
Which
that's
one
how you
looks the
know.
Most like a colleague perception. That is going to be a 17.
They look remarkably similar.
I am gonna take. I have two hands. I'm gonna take the two. I'm gonna quickly stow my rapiers, and I'm gonna take the two. There's three of them. I'm gonna take the two on the left, and I'm going to center in the left-hand side. I'm gonna pull down their gags. I'm looking for King Clack.
So you pull the ones on either side,
Yeah.
and you hear one of them go, "Oh, that's the guy." And he points. He's kind of like gesturing to the middle. And you hear the other one like, "Yeah, that's him."
Well, it was the left-hand side and the one in the middle. That's
In the middle,
the
yeah.
two that I pulled
Okay,
down.
and then so yeah, you the left hand side is like, "Oh yeah, he's right there," and the one in the middle is like, "Yeah, I'm King Clack."
And I am going to. Are they bound?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut their bonds. I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm just gonna cut their bonds.
It took you long enough.
We're doing our best, all right? Goodness, manners. And I'm gonna cut them free.
Is Clack level 20?
Absolutely. he is.
Obviously.
Obviously.
All right, it is the giant's turn.
Uh-oh.
And I'm
You-
assuming that's my action to cut them free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You hear the female giant, like her voice kind of booms out. Your king massacred my people. And then she is going to throw a rock at you, Cotus, because she saw you cast a spell.
Yep, that makes sense.
That
Is Clack the
is
BBEG?
a 21 to hit.
Nah, he's just BB.
Neither myself or Cotus have moved, have we?
No.
I'm going to intercept it then because I'm right next to him. So I'm going to put. I'm going to have Giannis. Can you roll me a d10, please?
39 points of bludgeoning damage.
2.
It's only reduced by 6. Sorry, but
Oh. So 6.
33 total.
33.
33 damage?
Mm-hmm. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
How's
Cool. So what's the half of that?
That would be 16.
Well, this is going to be the biggest con save of my life.
You got this, bud.
+2. Let's go. Nah, 13. Hold person drops.
So yeah, your whole person drops.
Dang.
And you
Oh,
see
my.
the male giant kind of like flex back, and you watch as he pulls out a fairly large falchion, and he just is going to strike down on you, Callie.
Yeah.
Isn't he paralyzed? Oh, no. Yeah.
He was.
Yeah. That was.
The first one is a 17 to hit,
No.
and the second one is a 22 to hit.
Yes.
Yeeps. Is all I can say to that. Is Clack bad? Is Clack bad in this universe?
That's
Clack,
23 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
It kind of
Okay.
draws it across. as the
Clack's
first
bad
one
in all
swings.
universes. We just don't know it in the other one yet.
True.
Don't say that.
All right.
My dad
it
isn't
is-
here, so you can say that. You know?
It is Cotus's turn.
He was, and he called it from the very, very beginning as
My
soon
dad
as we
has
started.
called it from the very beginning.
Ow. Okay. I'm gonna look at the big the male giant and be like, I told you to quit it. I'm gonna point at him and like a bolt of energy goes zzz, and I'm gonna cast polymorph.
Oh gosh.
No.
Save on this one, wisdom, or is it charisma as well?
It's wisdom. Wisdom save.
Wisdom. That is a. That's a 17.
Oh. Sad.
Sad. 17.
Oh.
It's okay, Captain. Captain Cotus.
Yeah,
It's okay.
God, unfortunate. Then that's actually no, that's not all I'm gonna do because this thing freaking hurts. I'm going to use a bardic inspiration to do the mantle of inspiration. So everyone within 60 feet of me, 8 temporary HP, and you get to move right now without provoking opportunity attacks as
Am I
your
within
reaction, if you'd like
60
to.
feet?
I'm in the center.
Yeah.
So-
He's in the center, so you are within 60 feet.
Can I move back to the group?
You can get 45 feet closer to the group.
Hell yeah.
Yep, and it does not provoke opportunity attacks, and you get 8 temporary
Nice.
HP.
I'll
Delicious.
likewise move back to the group now that that spider's not there anymore.
I don't know, Tim. Would you let me use my reaction rather than to move to say something to these people?
No, this one is like specifically for movement.
You got it. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. It is Khale's turn.
Kale's flying high. Which giant is currently looking the healthiest?
Yeah, but what's he doing?
The female giant.
The female giant. He's
He
going
hasn't
to
taken any damage.
fly towards the female giant. Get within 60 feet.
So you basically
And then-
fly back the 20 feet.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna look down at her and say, "It's not too late. You can join us." And I'm gonna cast Dominate Person.
Ooh, dang.
Wisdom save,
Holy
please.
bananas.
Can I use my last harmonize on that one?
Yeah. It's only a 9.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, and then actually before I do that, I'm gonna use
And this is dominate person?
Dominate Person. Humanoid.
Yeah, I don't know.
The giants.
They're not
There's
humanoid.
giants. I don't think they count as humanoid.
They count as giants, baby.
Oh, I thought they were human-esque.
Do they not?
Meaning-
Because then my
Hey.
whole person wouldn't work.
It's true.
True.
That shouldn't have worked.
That shouldn't have worked.
They are
Are
people.
they monsters?
They're giants.
They're like
That's
so
harsh.
humanoid is in and of itself a monster type,
Yeah.
and giants count as being giants.
Oh.
This is like a dragon is a dragon, or like a demon is a fiend.
Could I argue that Kale would have known that?
Yeah. You can do something else. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, what I will do then is I will
Who's on deck, Tim?
It is the spider, and then it's Callie.
Nice.
what will I do? That was my play.
I hate when that happens.
I will cast I will look up at the sky and Kale will say, "I could use a little help," and I will cast Summon Celestial.
Oh,
Dang.
call forth a celestial spirit, and I'm going to do the Avenger celestial spirit, and I will also use 2 sorcery points to quicken that to a bonus action.
Meta magic adept.
Yes.
Nice.
And then
you can take the source. Yeah, you
I
can.
couldn't. Well, he might still have some of that magic
He's,
blood.
well,
in
that's
him.
the thing.
Multiverse
Sorceress is
magic
about
in
blood. Sorcery is about
Yeah.
blood. Yeah.
He is still Khale. And then I will use my action. Use my action to use 2 more charges to do another wing attack on the female giant.
I don't know if you're close enough. I think it's a 30-foot cone, isn't it? Or is it a 60-foot cone?
It's a 30-foot cone, but I can fly down.
Well, you were 20 feet back. And then you flew
Oh,
20
that's
feet.
true. Am I close enough to anyone?
I don't think so. No, because you're now right in the middle again.
That's a good point. All right, then I will cast. Sorry, I'm bad at D&D when I'm not playing the one character I've played my entire life.
You can save the meta magic if you want. And just
No. I will cast Sacred Flame because I am close enough for that.
Cool.
So 2d8.
It's a dexterity save. It's a saber suck.
Oh, it is too.
Oh, that was terrible. That's only a 3.
Okay, well that works in my favor then.
It's the
That is
female
a-
giant, right?
Yes, that is 12 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And then the celestial. Does that act on just after my turn?
Should say in the spell.
It should say. Let's see here.
Creatures. It shares your initiative count, but it takes its turn immediately after yours. It takes verbal commands, no action required. So I will just tell him to target the giants.
Yep.
And it gets an equal amount of attacks equal to half the spell's level. So it gets 2 attacks.
Oh, okay. Dang.
And it uses its radiant bow.
Yeah. Do it up.
Eagle with a bow?
Which it's got the head of a falcon.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Also, thanks for the
And the
video
body of a
chat.
falcon, it just uses its talons.
And the body of a falcon.
But
It's got the
Man,
head of a
its
falcon.
arms
It's got the body of a
person.
falcon, but human hands.
It's got the head of a falcon, the wings of an eagle, the body of a hawk, and the talons of a
And the feet of a hobbit.
Exactly.
Oh no.
It's a 20 and a 22 to hit.
Yeah, those hit. Which giant are you hitting? The
The
female giant?
female.
Okay.
So that's 46.
Shadow Tiger's absolutely correct. And the heart of an angel. So.
That's 32 points of radiant damage.
It's like poof, poof, like 2 of these radiant arrows slam into her chest. All right, it is now the spider's turn because it is returned from its banishment. Because
Oh, it's still banished.
isn't it a concentration
No,
spell?
It's concentration.
And he just cast Summon Celestial.
I cast banishment.
Oh, you cast banishment.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I thought it was.
Yeah.
My
Chaos.
banishment failed.
Cody
Khale's
dropped
banishment.
something.
Yeah.
No, the paralysis that was dropped.
Yeah,
I
that's
dropped.
Cody.
Yeah.
All right, and then it is Callie's turn.
I just backed away from the giants.
Yeah.
Where would I be in reference to where the spider is going to drop back down when it comes?
You're pretty far away from it. You're 65 feet away from it.
Okay.
Or no, 75 feet away from it.
I'm gonna make my way back to the group then, because I don't know I don't have any distance stuff I can really do. So,
I mean, you do have one distance thing that you can do.
Oh right, I forgot.
You have a thrown thing. You'd have to get a little bit closer, but then you could also move you could move close and then move back after.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
fine.
Okay.
Because I think it's 30 feet you need to be within.
Yeah. I'm just pulling it up right now.
That's such a fun item.
I forgot about that. Okay, then I'm gonna get close enough. And at the... Who looks rougher between the two of the giants?
Now the female giant does.
Okay.
Take its advantage.
I guess I'm just gonna go for the one that hit me.
Okay, the male.
The male giant. And I am going to throw the fidget spinner at
You activate
him.
it,
Yeah.
and the dart shoots out. Fidget's spinner. So roll a dart attack. So it's your a d20 plus proficiency plus dexterity.
Okay. So plus
Plus 9. D20 plus 9.
okay. Cool. That is going to be 14 plus 9.
That'll hit.
Okay.
And then you roll on the table to see. I think it's a d4
I think so. Yeah. Rolling a d4.
to see which dart it is. You see the kind of like draconic heads spin around quickly.
Let me try that again because it went too close to my power bar and I'm scared that I'll do the same thing I did at the beginning of tonight and accidentally hit the power button. And I do not want to do that.
Do you need a D4 rolled?
Yeah,
That's a 3.
3. That is blue. 1d6 lightning damage.
Ooh, fun.
And is paralyzed until the start of my next turn.
Nice.
Holy.
So roll that lightning damage.
This poor dude has just been paralyzed the whole fight.
That is. Do I add anything to it? Like my no,
Just
just
the lightning
okay.
damage.
That's 4.
That's what
Four,
you get
nice.
when you mess with the ship.
You watch it like crackles across, and it like hits him, and then you watch his whole body kind of stun up, and he's paralyzed.
Is it taste?
And it
You throw a taser at someone.
Don't tase me,
After-
bro.
after the attack, the spinner flies up to 60 feet and tries to return to my hand. Can I catch it?
Yeah, you catch it.
Very cool.
Kind of spins in your fingers. All right. Then it is, and you run back to where you were. Do you have enough? You could use the rest of your movement to go back to the group if you want.
Yeah, I'll go back to the group.
All right. It is Finin's turn.
I reach into my little bag. I pull out a piece of pork rind, I pop it in my mouth, and I chew it, and then I spit it down on the ground. And from above the giants, a deluge of grease splats around them. They need to make dexterity saving throws.
absolutely.
Oh, the
And
paralyzed
before-
one for sure
before-
fails, right? Auto?
The paralyzed one automatically fails
Yeah.
because he's paralyzed.
The female giant, that's a 17.
That succeeds, so she stays standing.
All right.
But if she tries to move, but yeah, paralyzed boy has a wee slip and fall. And then that is my turn because that is an action to cast a grease.
Nice. All right. It is now. It is now Florus' turn.
All right. Florus sees the way, the one that wind is blowing here. Florus is gonna use his movement to get 30 feet to get in between the giants and his squad. And he is going to cast, using his bonus action, Sanctuary. And he's going to cast, that is, until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with a harmful spell or whatever must make a wisdom saving throw. And if they fail it, they got to target somebody else. And he's going to cast Sanctuary on the female giant. And he's going to cast Sanctuary on her, and he's going to say, "You're clearly outmatched. Nobody has to die here. Let's just talk it out."
You hear from behind you.
No, just kill her.
Look, you're not my boss, all right?
Okay.
Can I use my action to try and persuade?
Yeah, you can make a persuasion check.
Come on, you fucking dice. Give me the money. Give me the money. Oh, nat 20 for a 29.
Hey, we love
Florus is
that.
rolling hot tonight.
Hey yo.
Sean, it's the dice box. I think it's the dice box. So I'm rolling like shit over here.
I'm
in
rolling this
Australia.
metal die that you left me. And
Yeah.
it's
Oh, the
fucking-
golden die. The golden die is so good. I think it might be
fucks, dude.
unbalanced. I
This
genuinely
die-
think it might be an
Almost
unbalanced die. Like,
Almost
I'm
certain.
going to go get it tested or something.
All right. Yeah, you see she kind of like her demeanor changes a bit. It is now to the top of the order. It is Penny's turn.
I look at King Clack and I put my rapier. Rapier's on either side of his neck, just straight down. Did you massacre her people?
It's not that straightforward.
I
okay?
didn't. I don't believe I started answer my question.
I led a slave rebellion. And I liberated the patch. Her people kept my people in the mines. She's not even from there. She just knows people from where I come from.
Penny is going to... I'm going to keep one sword right next to Clack's neck. And in the sand next to me, I'm going to draw a line. And I yell up at the group, knowing what Florus did. On our ship, we honor something called parley. Anybody wants to walk out of here? You over there. You over there. We parley. And I still have one rapier. And that's my. And I'm happy to have that be my turn.
All right. It is the giant's turn. She is going to stay where she is. But you watch she kind of like puts down the large boulder that she had in her hand. He must pay for his crimes. His people massacred all of the sand giants, or the desert giants, in the Scar.
Do we get a response to that?
That is her turn. She's going to try to make a persuasion check.
Oh, I'm real sorry, Tim. Does she end her turn where she's standing?
Yep.
Yeah, creature that ends its turn must succeed at a dexterity saving throw of all pro.
Must face just as whoop.
Fall on her butt.
Her persuasion check was a 16, and her dexterity save was a 12.
So yeah, she
Falls on her butt.
eats it.
That's got to be disadvantage on the persuasion. Like, there's no way you look cool when you're slipping around in grease.
It's pork grease too.
Yeah, and now it's only a 4 for her persuasion check. It is now.
I was real worried because I thought it was if you move in the grease. It's if you stay in the grease, which is crazy to me.
Wild.
You ever try to stand on something with no friction?
I guess, yeah.
King Clack is going. It's his turn now. Because I rolled initiative for him. And he looks at you, Penny, and he basically takes the other petch, and he you watch as he kind of moves around the boulder. He's gonna move out of melee. Did you want to take an attack of opportunity?
I mean, technically, he's breaking terms of the parley I'm trying to broker.
Oh yeah.
So yes.
Okay. Make an attack of opportunity.
No, I'm not gonna hit. He's taking the other petch.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit him.
Okay.
Can I hit one of the other ones?
Sure.
Gregor or Gorge?
They can only take one hit.
Can I take an attack of opportunity Am I close enough? If I
No,
came back to the
she's
group?
down with
Oh,
them.
okay.
You're
we're
with
up.
the rest
We're
of the
up
group.
the
Can I
hill.
try?
I see, I see, I
I don't.
see.
I know I'm supposed to protect these people. I know I'm supposed to protect these people. Can I try and No, you know what I want to do? As they're trying to move, I want to trip them. I want to trip him. I want to
Good
try
try.
and sweep. I want to try and sweep their little legs out from underneath them.
You can try to trip one of them.
I'll try and trip. Whatever one is kind of leading the pack over around. I'm gonna
Clack,
try and
baby.
trip them.
Clack, king, clack. Okay.
Trip the king.
Yeah.
An attack roll.
If you trip at the king, don't miss.
Ooh, yeeps.
Aren't Petch notoriously hard to trip?
Yeah.
Wasn't that something we
some would
established
say.
in main campaign where they're just like so center of gravity?
I almost want to see if I can pull my camera over here.
Did you critty?
Creative.
That's a little
you
critty
critty?
right there, baby. That's a critty right there.
As he is just like, "Ah!" and he turns and he just you literally just put your foot out and he face plants, and you watch from the ground he he stands back up with half his movement, so you have slowed him down as he looks furious, and he looks at you and he continues to move. He moves about 10 feet and he looks at you and he goes,
I will remember this slight until the end of time.
and you watch as he grabs the other two and he's going to cast Plane Shift.
That bitch.
There's nothing I can do about that.
Disappear.
I'm gonna counterspell that at.
I don't think you're close enough. He's 70 feet away.
Oh yeah, I'm not close enough then. No, he's 70 feet away.
70 feet.
Shit. Yeah, because he moved the extra 10. Yeah, I'm not close enough.
As he
Counterspell's my whole thing, Tim. I'm an abjuration wizard.
He's a king. He knows. As he disappears. The giant is struggling in the grease, but they are non-hostile at the moment.
I look back up towards the group and I go,
We can drop your initiative.
he broke parlay. I wasn't gonna hurt him. He broke parlay,
Seems like you definitely hurt his feelings.
apparently.
I mean, you did all you could.
I don't think the spider's gonna worry about parlay too much, and it is coming back pretty soon.
Oh, we
Yes,
should
and
leave.
then I start running up the hill, out of the cave,
Yeah.
or with the
Kale,
cart. I go run back
Kale
to the
flies
cart.
after.
I'm gonna wait for everyone to. I'm gonna be last one out.
All right.
Hey, we're all gonna run away from these spiders. Thanks for being reasonable. You want to come with?
Need a lift?
Sure. She's like, the spider is with me.
Oh.
Oh, does the spider need a lift?
No. She kind of looks at you and she's like, they both move out of the grease. We can drop out of initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't seem hostile anymore.
Well-
As the spider returns, you watch as she whistles this kind of high-pitched whistle, and this you watch it kind of stops and kind of stays and waits in the kind of depression.
I look at the party. The Crown Prince is gonna be pissed, isn't he?
Well, technically speaking, we did rescue the Mark.
He's safe.
He is safe. You're absolutely right, Captain Cotus.
How long have you been sitting on that, Cody?
Technically
What do we do
speaking, I
now?
think this is a victory.
You've obviously gone somewhere, popped out.
You watch
It's
as
true.
the giants kind of stride down towards you. Who are you?
We were sent here to find them,
And do what with them?
take them out safely.
As in kill them?
No,
Escort them back.
Back to where?
A call. Hey, what do you... It seems like you're sort of out for vengeance here. Is that what you're going for?
Yes.
Oh. That's
That
heavy.
King massacred all of the desert giants. And now they're trying to establish a colony here.
Yeah.
Was it true that the desert giants were keeping them as slaves?
I believe it is the way of the Scar.
Are you not from the Scar?
No.
Do your people keep slaves?
No.
If they broke free, but in doing so massacred, it sort of seems like a shake hands and be done with it kind of thing, no?
Well, I don't want to tell you how to run your kind of business or anything, but had you not attacked them and shown that you weren't like the people in the Scar keeping slaves, and there might have been peace, but I think this attack might have ruined any hope for that.
I don't need peace. I don't want them settling on our land. And I want retribution for all of my people. I don't mean to kill all of the Petch. Only the king. He was ruthless. He had them executed when he could have let them go free anywhere in the plane of Earth. They were still my kin.
This is why we do parley.
I mean, none of this sounds great, but they're gone now. I don't think we can help you with that.
You still have kin on this material plane, and by creating more conflict, all it's going to do is lead to more death.
They will hunt out our people here in the mountains. And now they've escaped. It's only a matter of time before their settlement is constructed.
Well, we have the ear of some important people back in Bakal, and we can relay what happened in the Scar and what you fear will happen here.
You would do that?
Well, what at least we can do is make sure that there's someone who is mediating and investigating and making sure that, you know, I don't know anything about the Scar, but making sure what you say is true. And yeah, I mean, I don't mind passing that along.
We're just here getting paid. I am happy to tell what I saw with my own 2 eyes. I'm happy to report back with the truth. If it means I get coin in my purse, that's fine by me.
They broke the rules. You didn't, so.
Oh, I mean, they did attack and kidnap a king.
The important thing
The rules
is
of
that
parlay.
Oh, I see.
that is true. You don't break the rules of parlay.
Don't break the rules of parley.
That's
Don't
marine
break the rules of
business.
parley.
The important thing is that whatever happened back in the Scar, we don't want to repeat here. We know the Crown Prince. We can speak on your behalf. I know that the sand giants out here are a necessary trading part. Oh, hey, we're the crew of the Blackwater. Who are you?
My name is Dresda.
Okay, because I think what could really help is like establishing that you're like an important economic force. So if you want to incorporate because I know you do a lot of trading over the sand, some sort of like Dresda trading company. I think that could really give us the leverage that we need to
The mountains are rich with mineral.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It'll look more official in a proposal.
Yeah, and if you drew up like a 5-year plan for like just if it comes up.
Florus, you have a real mind for business for someone who doesn't believe in money.
Yeah, I mean, I've studied a lot of religions, so like market economics is like just one of them.
It's like you have a PhD or a bunch of letters after your name. That
oh no, I'm illiterate. I didn't really talk when I was a kid, so I just spent a lot of time with like trees and stuff. So I missed out on school.
If you need some upfront capital and the rest of the crew agree with it, I think we could give an investment from the party funds.
No,
I think that's a great
wait
idea.
Wait a minute before we go throwing money
You can't
around.
take it with you. You
have
can
to
give it
take
to giants.
with you. God.
Who's best to carry the heaviest metal on the planet?
Especially when it comes from the party fund.
We
Party
literally
founders.
carry it with us everywhere, so we
Thank
can
you,
take it with
Captain.
us.
Thank you, Captain. Look,
It's
how
all
about
made up. It's all made up. We could
Our
be
wo-
trading shells. It's
our
all made up,
word-
dudes.
Yeah, and we would
Florus.
still take those shells with us.
Florus, you're aware that osmium is the heaviest metal. Gold is actually not remotely as heavy.
Weight resides
we're getting off
between your
track.
ears, dude.
Penny puts her hand out.
Captain, may I, on behalf of the Blackwater?
Of course.
On behalf of the Blackwater, this is my bond. I will relay the events of what happened here today, truthfully.
It's
our
in the
contact.
minutes.
I know it's in the minutes.
I only want to see King Clack brought to justice.
I
only
cannot
want to
promise
see
you
the
that.
minutes.
I cannot promise you that. I'm not the person to bring justice. That is not. I am not the judge and jury, no arbiter, no nothing. I can promise
I am
you
the
that-
High Priest of the Faith of Nyxal, so I can promise you that there will be justice.
Dresda, if you don't mind, I need, because there's a third party involved, could I have you notarize the minutes?
Gods, would you shake my hand?
Like you watch as she kind of pulls some dirt from the ground and just like smears it on the minutes.
Took
Oh,
3
yeah.
hours and 40 minutes, but you did get to say
Also-
justice.
Thank you for the raid, Rye Bread. Welcome in, folks. I hold out my hand.
Her massive hand just like engulfs yours.
I shake her hand.
Right. That is parley. So,
Very well. You know where to find us.
Is it here?
Yep, right
This-
here on this rock.
You come
Okay.
here. There will be one of us here to greet you.
hopefully we'll come next time with someone who can help you better than just a band of mercenaries.
Can we maybe we should pick a different location, seeing as this is the known location that he knows where to find you as well.
That's true. Can you get off this rock?
Are there a lot of you here? I'm just, my concern is,
We have settlements all through the mountain ranges.
okay.
If you come into the mountains, we'll know about it.
Great, we've got our contact information. This is great. Love that.
All right.
Why don't we go rest on the boat overnight and then we sail back in the morning?
That sounds great. I'd rather be on the boat anyways.
Hey team, we did the job. Getting paid. Keeping people happy.
I mean, are we gonna get paid? I mean, is it?
Yeah, there are some
I'm unclear.
I mean,
inconsistencies in the
we
fine
didn't-
print.
We didn't bring him back, but he got out. So
Yeah, but now
Guy's
we're gonna try
still alive.
and charge him for war crimes.
That's not our job. I don't
don't
get paid for
think
that.
we're
I don't
gonna
get.
do
There is
that.
no amount of money you
It's
could pay
our
me now.
job to stop more war crimes. We just
we,
want
like-
peace, baby.
yeah,
We
we're just
start
gonna
making our
snitch
way
for
back to the
maybe
boat.
more money.
Make our way back to the
So you head back to the boat.
We tell.
rest,
We tell.
and you sail back to Bakal the following day.
And
Um,
once we arrived in the harbor, we would, using contacts, would send word to get
Yeah,
to
the
speak to
crown
Kokomi
prince gives you a summons to the palace to meet him there.
where we go.
You head in to the large kind of golden palace in the center of the city. And you head in, and you can see now that like a number of the delegates and different soldiers and things like that from all around as you head up. And you're brought up to the kind of main throne room, and you see King Alamir there wearing his like large kind of like a golden sun crown. And you see Crown Prince Kokomi Buckwild kind of in his full regalia step forward as he looks at all of you. And as he kind of steps forward, you can see the king kind of sitting somewhat aloof on the throne above you, kind of a few stairs up. Kokomi kind of leans close.
Before he starts speaking, can I, as we walk in, can I like can I vibe check the room? Like, what's the tone of the room? Me with my +1 to insight. I didn't build this girl wise.
I will
Can I
also-
Can I help with that? I'm
Somebody
proficient in
else do
insight. Can I
somebody
do
else
it?
do the insight check.
Can I vibe check?
Sure.
I'll
Yeah,
vibe check
I'm vibe
alone.
checking,
Don't
I'm
help
vibe
me.
checking.
Don't help me.
No, I'm vibe checking.
Maybe I'll vibe check Kokomi then. I'll try and vibe check.
Dinin is completely ignorant of the vibe.
25.
The 14 for just a vibe check. for Kokomi.
26.
But you will need the vibe later for them.
Something is off.
As you kind of all step in, you hear the doors shut behind you, and Kokanee kind of comes over, and you hear him whisper to Penny. He goes, "I'm so sorry." And you watch as from behind the throne, you see King Clack steps out.
Oh, bitch.
And he goes, "That's them! Arrest them!" And you watch as a number of soldiers kind of pour out of doors on the side of the throne room and surround you. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Tim, can I use the Wand of Wonder? At Clack?
Yeah, you can. Okay, sure. Roll a D100.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, what's happening? My mic cut out again.
Firing off the Wand of Wonder.
At Clack.
Did it hurt?
Amazing.
Yeah, the
as is the
chat's
way.
calling you out for no cliffhangers on one-shots,
It's a
Tim.
one-shot, Tim.
You all said you wanted to do it again.
91.
91.
His face.
So you watch as a burst of colorful, shimmering light extends from you in a 30-foot radius, which is most of the room. And you watch as everyone kind of like leans back as everyone in the room is blinded. And all of you can also, we can resolve that next time if we ever come back. But you is it just this flash of light, and as
I got some
everyone's kind of
stuff
blinded.
to do then.
And that's where we end it, with that blinding light.
Amazing.
Dang.
I like to
Trying
think.
to
I like
arrest
to
the High
think.
Priest of Nyxal.
The blinding
Big
light
trouble.
is the in the movie version of this. The blinding light is the hard cut
Yeah,
to
the fade to white.
Neppy waking up from the weirdest dream ever. Like she's like, oh, what the fuck?
Goodness gracious, what was that? Thank you to my wonderful friends for playing this sweet old game with me. Thank you to Tim for putting this all together. Thank you
Sorry,
to
it
our...
became a
Campaign 2.
This is the start of campaign 2. Thank you to everyone who hung out tonight, and we were top of D&D for like the last 2 hours. So thank you so much for that. Thank you to all of our new followers. Thank you to all of our all of our raiders.
Where is he?
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Merker.
I hate it here.
I also want to give a special shout out to one of our dear viewers, James Ann. Without your wonderful art, this would likely have been a fleeting thought that sailed through my head. But thank you so much for the wonderful art of Penny Iliad. And we will be back. I believe that is next Saturday. With because we don't have anything next week because we have pushed back Exalted. We will be back next Saturday for back to our main campaign. So if you want to imagine these characters in a completely the opposite of what you see tonight, you may love these ones, but if this is your first time with us, come visit our main campaign. Go check us out on YouTube.
I might not be there.
Okay.
And maybe heavily hungover.
Yeah.
Because it will be the morning after a big event.
D&D
so
hungover, right?
we'll see. We'll see.
That
We'll
would
see
be
how we
ideal.
do.
No, I
It would
got a
be
way to
ideal.
knock you out of the hangover, dude. It's a proven method.
Yeah.
Gonna work.
I give Cody full permission to play Finin in my stead.
That would be so good.
Whoa.
If I can't make it, Cody has full permission to play Finin in my stead. I'll send him a link to the D&D Beyond.
Very fun.
Just destroy Finn's character.
How's your Irish accent, Cody?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for a very long time.
Oh no, that's brilliant, Cody. That's absolutely brilliant.
We are gonna go raid. So please stick around in an outro screen. This week, I'm very, very hopeful to be able to do some sneaky little world building streams. But if not, if you want to come world build with me to build out the gods in our pantheon, you want to learn more about Nyxal, come hang out with me and do that. And we can talk about that. And so that will be some point this week. Stay tuned in our Discord and on our socials about it. We're going to go raid. So stick around in an outro screen. And just in case you end up on a boat with your best friends, make sure you got Cotus as your captain, who's going to remind you to be safe. Good night, everyone. Good night.
Bye.